ladies and gentlemen, in accordance with the State Fire Marshal's regulations, we ask that you identify 2 emergency exits closest to you. We have checked these exits and other emergency equipment and have verified that they are available for use in case of an emergency. In the spirit of sports.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tony Fuentes here at Harold C. Johnson Gymnasium along with Scott Marlowe, Drew Fuentes taking over a live stream. Karen Hardesty back in the KLKC studio. And the Lady Vikes will take on the Lady Grizzlies, cross-county foes. And the last time these two met, the Lady Grizzlies were victorious. But the Lady Grizzlies do come in at a 6-8 record, 4-4 overall in the SEK. And the Lady Vikes come into this matchup 11-4 and 4-3 in the SEK. But the Lady Vikes are on a 2-game losing streak. So a much-needed win here tonight for the Lady Vikes. Scott, what are your thoughts on the first matchup? You were down there. I was not.
Yeah, I'm looking over the scorebook from when the Lady Vikes traveled down to Altamont back in December. And, you know, it was on the offensive side of the ball, it was the Anaya Hinman show. She scored, I show 27 of the team's 46 points. I just thought LC was more ready to play that night. They really had a stingy defense. Sydney Scheibe only scored 4 points, 1 field goal in the first quarter, and then 2 free throws in the fourth quarter.
Wow.
And that was it. And I think you're going to see the complete opposite tonight. I think Coach Scheibe is going to have some things set up so Sydney can get some better looks. And I talked to the Grizzly broadcaster about half an hour ago, and he said he just thought Parsons looked pretty lethargic that night, and I agree. They just didn't play well, and Lebec County did. You look at the team's records, and you would think that Parsons is better, and I think they probably are a little bit better this season, but it didn't show that night. And you know, LC, they had a 4-point lead going into the fourth quarter, and it looks like they hit 8 out of 10 free throws in the fourth quarter to pull away.
So they closed it out with free throws.
And they hit 8 out of 11 in the first half. So they made their free throws. And, so Anaya Hinman, it'd be great if she scores another 27 tonight, but she's going to need some assistance from her teammates.
Yeah, definitely going to need some help. I know Braylon Mitchell's been playing quite a bit lately, playing a lot of point guard, and she really has been playing pretty good. She had a couple turnovers at Fort Scott, but overall I feel like she's been much needed added to their depth.
Right.
So I think if they can get the ball going early and get some threes and drive to the basket, I think Sydney Scheibe, those games that she drives to the basket and goes to the free throw line is where I feel like if she's scoring then we're winning.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
I think she definitely needs to drive the basket and go to the free throw line, and we definitely need to watch our fouls because we're not very deep on the bench. Whereas there's quite a few teams that we play that have a lot of depth and we don't.
Right.
So, typically we played 6 to 7 at the most, and hopefully we can get off to a good start and get it rolling here.
Anaya Hinman's a tough matchup for LC. They don't have anybody taller than 5'9", and so Anaya's going to get her points. I'll be curious after she put up 27 against them. Are we going to see more double team against her? And if so, that's going to leave Sydney Scheibe open.
You can't double team everybody, so that's definitely a good point there. It looks like we may be going to do the national anthem before the girls' game. I think we've typically been doing that. We had so few games in January, Scott, and then now 4 out of our last 5 games are at home.
Yeah.
So the only one we travel to is next Tuesday at Coffeyville before Sub-State starts. So let's take it back to the station for a 2-minute break, and then we'll come back for the start of the basketball game. You're listening to Lady Viking Basketball on V93.
At Labette Health, we've earned our place as a top 100 hospital in the nation for joint replacement. Serving a 6-county area since 1961, Labette Health has also earned national recognition as a respected regional medical center renowned for its comprehensive healthcare services and commitment to high-quality patient care. With over 80 physicians and providers throughout Southeast Kansas, Labette Health is 100% devoted to medical excellence. For more information or to find a provider near you, call 620-421-4881 or visit Labette Health.
My name is Bria and I'm a pharmacist at Bowen Pharmacy. I'm here today to tell you about one of our patient programs, Meds to Beds. Bowen Pharmacy South is located in the medical office building at Labette Health. Our staff works closely with the doctors, nurses, and social care workers to ensure that your transition out of the hospital is an easier and more convenient experience for you and your loved ones. If you are having inpatient or outpatient surgery, we will get your medications directly from your doctor and deliver them right to your hospital bed. If you are having a baby, we will get your medications or anything else that you may need to get your family home without the hassle of making several stops along the way. Whether you're here for a few hours or a few days, we are here at Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South to help get you well without any interruption in transition of care. Just ask for Meds to Beds. At Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South, we are here for you today and we are here for you tomorrow.
And now, would you please welcome our starting lineups in alternating fashion. First, for the visiting Grizzlies, junior, number 10, Caden O'Brien. And for your hometown Lady Vikings, senior guard, number 9, Parsons. For the Grizzlies, junior, number 11, Nevaeh Jones. For your Vikings, junior guard, number 11, Oscar.
Welcome back to Harold C. Johnson Gymnasium, Parsons High School. Tony Fuentes, Scott Marlowe here with you. We're getting the starting lineups going for both teams. We got Caitlin O'Brien, Jr., Nevaeh Jones, Jr., Senior Audrey Dewey, Senior Shelby Wilson, and Senior Ridley Lynn Cern. Starting for the Lady Grizzlies, and for the Lady Vikings, Sayla Ray, sophomore, Anaya Hinman, Jr., Oscar Patel, Jr., Sydney Scheibe, Jr., and Brianna Patterson, Sr., starting for the Lady Vikes. So, looks to be, hopefully we can get off to a quick start here and get some points on the board and get a win for these Lady Vikes that are on a 2-game losing skid. And the game before that, Scott, was a tough game down in Chanute that we barely inched out. So the last 3 games just really haven't been a whole lot of success.
Yeah, you mentioned a lot of home cooking here in the month of February for the Lady Vikes, and hopefully playing in front of the home crowd can kind of get the girls ready to go. And because we're into February now, and it's not when you want to start slumping.
Yeah, those seedings are going to be real important coming in these next 2 weeks. Going into that sub-state, depending on if you're a 2, 3, 4, 5 seed. I mean, when you're getting matched up against the other side, it's going to make a big difference. So hopefully we can. I'm hoping we can get on the girls' side 3 out of 5 wins would be great. 4 out of 5 would be really good, and 5 out of 5 would be spectacular. So we'll see if that happens. But got to start here tonight. Anaya Hinman with the tip, but it's going to go to the Lady Grizzlies. O'Brien has it, but she turns it over quickly. Now Patel with it going the other way. And Patel's wanting to. I thought she was going to drive in, but she kicks it back out. Now Patterson with it. Now Hinman. Back to Patel. Good little zone defense here by the Lady Grizzlies. Not much space in there, Scott.
Now Lady Vikes are being patient on this first possession.
Yeah, Patel with it, needing some help. Gets it to Scheibe. She's guarded by Dewey. And Scheibe pulls it up and gets it over to Sayla Ray, and she's going to get called for a travel. We got a good crew here. We got Kenny the Jet Smith, we got Bill Ganaway, and Loopy Ponce. We got some veteran refs here.
Yeah, as far as that goes, you couldn't ask for a better crew. So
now O'Brien's going to bring it up for the Lady Grizzlies. Gets it over to Jones. Jones wanting to draw. She kicks it out to Dewey. Now back inside. Now Dewey drives, kicks it out to Shelby Wilson for a three. In and out, no good. Surely. Who are they calling that on, Scott?
They got her on Sydney.
Parsons foul is on number 13, Sydney Scheibe, her first personal foul. Team foul.
Wow, I didn't think that. Anyway, well, Sydney Scheibe picks up her first foul. Now it's tipped by Sayla Ray and goes out of bounds. Going to stay with the Lady Grizzlies. So 6:50 to play first quarter, no score. Shelby Wilson inbounds for the Lady Grizzlies. She gets it all the way over to Jones. Thought about a three. Now she's wanting to drive, kicks it back out to Dewey. Now over to Lynn Cern. And drive to the basket, but missed. And now Sydney Scheibe comes out with it. 6:30 to play, no score here in the first quarter.
Boy, they are really bottoming up on Anaya.
Anaya gets fouled, looks like maybe by Wilson. Who'd they get that on?
Fouls on number 34, Ridley Journey, her first personal foul.
They called that on Ridley Lindsay. That's her first. So Anaya will be at the line to shoot two. First free throw is no good. Didn't even get over the rim.
She struggled early down in Altamont from the line, but really got it going in the second half.
Second one's long, so she missed both of them. Still 0-0, 6:21 and counting first quarter. O'Brien gets it to Wilson. Now Dewey with it. Dewey's wanting to drive, kicks it back out to Wilson. Thought about a three and she traveled. Similar to what Sayla Ray did on the couple possessions ago for the Vikes. So still no score, nearing the 6-minute mark. Ashka Patel bringing it down the court for the Lady Vikes. Guarded by O'Brien. Gets it to Scheibe. Scheibe threw it to Patterson, and man, it's blocked. And they're going to say it was clean and went out of bounds off of the Grizzlies, so it will be Lady Viking basketball underneath their own basket.
Yeah, I'd like to see Anaya get another touch in the paint.
Gets it out to Patterson. All the way to Hinman. Under the basket, she scores it. Anaya Hinman with the first basket of the game gives the Lady Vikes a 2-0 lead. 5:38 and counting. Now Brian's wanting to go quick. Gets it to Wilson. Now Lynn Cern in the paint. And up and no good. There was some contact, no call. But Hinman came out with it and gets it to Patterson now to Patel. Patel's wanting to drive. She's cut off. Back out to Scheibe. All the way over to Sayla Ray. She's going to go all the way to the basket and score. Sayla Ray with the basket. I haven't seen her do that this year, Scott.
That was spectacular.
That was a good move by Sayla Ray to go to the basket. She's seen the opening. Now down to the 5-minute mark. Lady Vikes lead 4-0. Now O'Brien to the basket and throws it up, no good. And Anaya Hinman comes out with the rebound. Now Patel. And Patel slows it up a little bit. Patterson setting the screen. Now Scheibe tries to get into Hinman, just can't get it in there. She was almost triple teamed there.
Yeah, she was.
Now O'Brien kicks it out to the wing. Now Dewey with it. Down low. They're wanting to work down low. I think they're trying to get down low to get Anaya in foul trouble.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing, and it's a good strategy.
Team foul number 2.
That's the first foul on Anaya.
At the line, shooting 2 for Lafayette County, number 34.
I think-
Ridley Lynn Cherney.
I think Anaya's given her, the gal she's guarding, a little too much space down low.
Yep.
I'd go ahead and body her up.
So Ridley Lynn Serenade missed the first one. She will have one more. Lady Vikes lead 4-0. 4:22 to play first quarter. Second free throw is good. It's a 4-1. Lady Vikes with a 3-point lead and the ball. Gets it in, Patel with it. Guarded by O'Brien. Brings it up the court. Screen. Now Scheibe for 3. No good. And here goes the Lady Grizzlies going the other way. O'Brien going all the way to the basket. It's blocked by Hinman. And she's knocked to the floor, and I think they're going to get O'Brien on the foul.
That was a great defensive play by Hinman.
Yeah, she's got to be careful though, Scott. I seen her hold back here.
Yeah.
She was going to jump over the back, and she held back, and that was smart because she probably would have committed a foul down there. And checking into the game is steal by the Lady Grizzlies. Another steal back by the Lady Vikes. Let's see if they get the foul on. So Landry O'Brien.
Hasn't been a real clean first quarter, Tony, but I like the girls' energy so far.
Yeah, it's definitely more upbeat than they were the last few games. They were really flat down in Fort Scott. Patel was having trouble getting it down the court.
She was open. She wanted it.
Now Landry O'Brien picks up another foul. So she just checked into the game and picked up 2 fouls and probably within 30 seconds.
She's just a sophomore. That's just one of those fouls that you learn with experience. You don't have to reach in, 20 feet away from the basket.
Patel with it. Gets it in the Scheibe's in the paint, and she's fouled. And let's see who she was fouled by. I think it was Addison Rexwinkle. Let's see who they got. Sure enough, Addison Rexwinkle picks up her first foul, and Sydney Scheibe will go to the line to shoot 2. First free throw by Scheibe is good.
It's always a good thing when Sydney's at the free throw line.
I want to say she's 39 of 40 the last 3 games, Scott.
She just...
Second one is in and out. I jinxed her. Yeah, dang it. She was due to miss one though. That's all right. 5-1 Lady Vikes. Now Shelby Wilson for 3, and it's way short. Rebounded by Patterson. Here comes the Lady Vikes. 3:13 to play first quarter. Patel for 3. In and out, no good. Perfect. And we should have had that rebound.
Should have had it, and it could have been over the back on Anaya. That was close.
She got lucky that they didn't call something. Lady Vikes with a 4-point lead 5-1. 3:03 to play first quarter. Jones with it. Gets it to Wilson. Now to O'Brien. O'Brien for a 3. It is banked in. So Caton O'Brien, bank shot 3, gets them back to within 1. 5-4. Lady Vikes with a 1-point advantage. Now Patterson gets it to Scheibe. Double team. Now she's just going to take it to the basket. In for a layup, and it goes. Sydney Scheibe.
That was an intelligent play.
2:25 to play first quarter. Lady Vikes lead by 3, 7-4. Shelby Wilson with it. Gets it to O'Brien. She thought about another 3 there. Now Rexwinkle gets it back to O'Brien. Now Wilson. And now Nevaeh Jones for a 3, missed. And Anaya Hinman with the rebound. Now Patterson will bring it up the court for the Lady Vikes. Gets it over to Mitchell. Mitchell for three. She nearly banked it in. Now Anaya Hinman. Man, her arms were tied up with her from going over the back, and then that's why she got the foul, I think. And that's what the coach is upset about. Anaya, first free throw is good. I kind of agree with the coach there on that one, Scott. She went over and the arms got locked, and so then the Anaya just threw it up, and they had nothing to do, but it looked like a foul from Labette County.
Yeah, Lady Vikes may have caught a break on that one.
9-4, 5-point lead by the Lady Vikes. 147 and counting first quarter. Jones got it. Gets it up to Wilson. And now back out to O'Brien. All the way to the corner. Now Aubrey Boss with it. Missed shot. Now Sydney Scheibe wants a three, and it's an air ball.
Again, the defense has been good enough on Sydney. She's having to rush just a little bit.
She definitely rushed that shot. I think if she would have knocked that one down, this whole place would have caved in. So now down to Dewey. She's guarded by Scheibe. No place to go. Now a long shot by Rexwinkle is off the mark.
Oh, we've got a little bit of blood.
Uh-oh.
Should be the Lady Vikes ball. They came down with the rebound.
Labette County player with a bloody nose. Now Patel with it, coming up the court. Lady Vikes lead 9-4. And that should have been something, but now they're going to call a foul on Patterson, and they're going to say no basket. Foul is called on Brianna Patterson. They're going to say it was on the floor. 9-4, Lady Vikes lead by 5. O'Brien gets into Rexwinkle. Long two, no good, and now it is off Labette County. It's going to go to the Vikings. So Lady Vikes may have caught a break on that one as well. And that's a dangerous pass there. Broken up by Rexwinkle, and still Lady Vikes basketball near midcourt. Down to 41.2 seconds. 9-4. 5-point lead for Lady Vikes. Now Nia Hinman with it. And there's Sydney Scheibe wanting to drive to the basket again.
A lot of contact. Yeah, the coaching staff can't believe it, and I can't either.
I don't understand that call.
We talked about what a great crew it was. Maybe we jinxed them as well.
Yeah.
So
down to 28 seconds of counting. Dang. 9-4, Lady Vikes lead. Down to 23 seconds. They're going to hold for the last shot. Wilson, Rexwinkle. Now Nevaeh Jones drives to the basket, and she's fouled.
And I think we had a technical on the Viking bench, one of the players.
Down to 8.3 seconds.
Let's see. I think we have a technical. I think it was on one of the players, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
Tough break. Lady Vikes have played a great first quarter, holding LC to 4 points.
So now they're going to get 4 free throws.
Yeah, this is this is a really bad turn of events.
And then they'll get the ball.
Yeah,
as well with 8 seconds. So this could end up being the same thing happened at Fort Scott. They got a 6-point play basically. They got 6 points on one possession. First free throw is good from Nevaeh Jones. Second free throw is no good. And now Shelby Wilson will go in to shoot the technical free throws.
Yeah, she was 6 out of 6 from the line back in December.
First one's good. So now it's 9-6, and she's got one more. 9-7 now, and they get the ball with 8.3 seconds, so there's still time to get a shot off here.
Yeah, and they're going to get, looks like who is going to get the ball? Talking about the second quarter.
Second quarter should be Lady Vikes.
Okay.
But definitely time to get a shot off here. Down to 2 seconds. It's going to be a long one from Wilson. It's no good. So 9-7 is your score at the end of the first quarter. Let's take a 1-minute break. Here is Lady Viking basketball on V93.
With many years of combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the 4-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye care.
Day & Zimmerman, one of the largest privately owned companies in the U.S. with operations across the country and internationally. We are comprised of multiple brands that put people to work, protect our freedoms, and improve the world. The Parsons, Kansas location has manufactured munitions for over 50 years for our country's warfighters. Day & Zimmerman has immediate openings for production operators starting at $18.02 an hour on our weekend crew. Work a 12-hour day shift Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and receive 40 hours of pay. We also offer competitive benefits. Apply today.
Welcome back. Parsons High School just underway. The start of the second quarter. Lady Vikes with the possession. Sydney Scheibe with it in the corner for a three. Another air ball. So that's another bad shot by Sydney. It looks like, I don't know if that one was rushed or not, Scott.
It looked like LC had opened up in his zone, so.
Now steal. Well, I thought it was going to be a steal. O'Brien with it, wanting to drive. Kicks it back out to Rexwinkle. Back inside to Whitney Lincern. Now Nevaeh Jones for a three, and she buries it. That's the first lead for the Lady Grizzlies as they now lead 10-9. And now near steal. Ashka Patel for three, and she knocks it down. Ashka Patel seems to step up at the right times. Big three there gives the Lady Vikes a 2-point lead at 12-10. 6:53 to play here in the second quarter. And good offensive rebound by the Lady Grizzlies, but a missed shot. The Lady Vikes going the other way. Scheibe. Wow, that's unbelievable. That was almost a flop. Yeah. So they're going to call Sydney Scheibe for another foul on offensive there.
That was tough.
And now O'Brien with it, coming up the court. Gets it to Wilson, guarded by Sayla Ray. Back to O'Brien. So Lady Vikes lead 12-10, 6:21 and counting here, second quarter. Nevaeh Jones with it. And a timeout by Labette County. Let's just keep it here. Just a 30-second timeout, Scott. I don't know, that just, we didn't need them to have any momentum at all, and I think that technical kind of shifted things a little bit. But I mean, Oshka knocked down that big three to give us the lead back, and it still just seems like,
and you're right, Patel. It seems like every time she hits a three, it's at a crucial point in the game. Even though we're still in the first half, momentum had shifted, and then she got a little bit of that momentum back for the Lady Vikes. I'll pay closer attention next time the Lady Vikes have the ball, see how much attention Anaya Hinman is getting, and I'm sure it's substantial. But man, I'd like to see her get a touch in the paint every time down the floor.
Yeah, definitely needed. So So here, Lady Grizzlies come out of the timeout with the ball. Nevaeh Jones with it. She's moving her pivot foot. They did not see it. Now Rexwinkle back to Jones for a three. And it's an air ball and it's out of bounds. So Lady Vikes will get the ball. 6:02 to play, second quarter. Lady Vikes lead by 2. Patel with it. Now double teamed quickly. And she is fouled. She's fouled by Caitlin O'Brien.
Kate O'Brien, second personal foul. Team foul number 7.
So that is going to be bonus for the Lady Vikes. I didn't even realize that, Scott.
Yeah, that was a 7th team foul. So, and it doesn't seem like, correct me if I'm wrong, it doesn't seem like Oshka's at the free throw line very often.
No, not really. But Oshka is at the free line to shoot a 1-and-1 here, and she missed it. A great rebound by Hinman, but I think she was pushed. She may be going line for a 1-and-1. And is it called on Whitney Lynn Cerny. Checking back into the game is Allie Martin. Mitchell checks back in for the Lady Vikes. And Nia Hinman will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. And she missed the front end. So Lady Vikes 0 for 2 from the free throw line here to start the second quarter. And Shelby Wilson with it. Back up top to Jones. 5:42 and counting, second quarter. Lady Vikes hold on to that narrow 2-point lead. And now Martin, that's got to be a carry, and sure enough. 5:34 to play. Second quarter. Lady Vikes get it inbounds. Lady Vikes lead 12-10. And a near turnover. The Lady Vikes just seem to, it's like they can't get past, like if once they get past that mid-court, it's just like they're frozen or something. That's like the second or third possession they've done that. Sydney Scheibe kicks over to Patterson. Patterson needing help, gets it back to Scheibe, wide open this time. She missed it. She's 0 for 3 from the three-point line. She's got to keep shooting though. Lady Vikes still lead 12-10. 5:03 to play. Second quarter. Wilson trying to get it down low. Now Martin with a shot, and it's blocked. I guess they're going to get a Nia foul.
Her second.
Yeah, so Scheibe and Hinman both have 2. And we got a 30-second timeout. Let's just keep it here. I don't.
This game, it has a different feel than it did in December, Tony, just because I thought LC played outstanding in the first half. Really, all game, I thought they played pretty well. But here, about halfway through the second quarter, and I feel like the Lady Vikes are the better team.
Yeah.
Not by a lot, but I feel like they're the better team, but I feel like they should be up, by 5 or 6.
They're just not getting the ball movement.
No, they're having trouble on the offensive end, and one thing that sticks out on my stats is each team only has 1 offensive rebound.
Wow.
So both teams are doing a nice job boxing out. But Lady Vikes, you said Sydney needs to keep shooting.
Yeah.
and you're exactly right. I think she will. She's never gun shy, so hopefully she can get it going. Patel's already hit one, so.
Allie Martin at the line. First one goes. So now 12-11. And she'll have one more. This could tie the game. And it does. 12-12. 4:55 to play, second quarter. Lady Vikes with the ball. Coming up the court. Patterson with it. Breaks the press a little bit and then gets double teamed. Now Patel steps into a 3. And nearly goes, but rattles out. I thought that was going to go.
I can't believe it didn't go down.
And now the Lady Grizzlies running quickly the other way. Nearly threw it away, but maintained the possession with out of bounds off of the Vikings. So Megan Dewey, the inbounds for the Lady Grizzlies. near steal. Now it's thrown away by the Lady Grizzlies. Shelby Wilson lost her shoe. So timeout for her to get her shoe back on.
That was the 8th turnover on the Lady Grizzlies. Lady Vikes 6 turnovers here in the first half. So really it's been, I guess you'd call it a defensive struggle, 12-12. So,
yep.
I think the Lady Vikes have more offensive weapons.
Lady Grizzlies definitely have the hustle.
Yeah, they play really good defense.
Scheibe with it on the wing, kicks it over to Patel. She thought about driving. She's cut off by Jones. Patterson for a really long three, and it's no good. And now here comes Lebec County going the other way. Dewey with it, kicks it back out to Wilson. Thought about the three. Now they're going to drive in the lane, and it is rebounded by Scheibe. So Sydney Scheibe going the other way. Gets to Mitchell. Now over to Patterson.
There's Anaya.
Wow, Anaya was wide open, but a bad pass. Now it goes off to Grizzlies, so Lady Vikes catch a break there. But Anaya was so wide open, just a decent pass would have been an easy basket. Definitely got a matchup favorism, I believe, down low. They just got to get it to her. She can do a little spin move and make a basket. Now
she got fouled.
They're trying to throw it into. They had 3 people on her. Yeah, she's triple teamed now. Now Hinman with it. And it's going to stay with the Lady Vikes. Down to 3:27 to play second quarter. But whenever she's double and triple teamed, I mean, it's kind of hard to throw it down there to her. They keep telling her, the coaches are yelling to throw it down there to her, but if she's not open, you got to do something different. Now Hinman with it, missed a shot in the lane, and now Dewey with the rebound. Down to 3:21, still tied 12-12. 3:17 to play here in the second quarter. And Rexwinkle just throws it up, and she's fouled by Hinman. So that's going to be her third. Well, she's going to come out.
It's like we said in the pregame, Tony. If she's going to get double and triple team like that, if they do try to get it down to her, really Anaya should look for an immediate kick out because Patel or Scheibe will have to be open.
Exactly. First free throw is good by Rexwinkle. That's her first point of the game. 13-12, 3:15 to play. Lady Grizzlies with a 1-point lead. Riley Dunley checks in for the Lady Vikes. The second free throw is no good and rebounded by Dunley. And here comes Brianna Patterson. Gets it to Patel. Patel wide open for three, but this is off the mark. And it's going to be out of bounds. Off the Lady Vikings. So Grizzlies with a 1-point lead, 13-12. 3:05 to play second quarter. And O'Brien bringing it up the court. Now Dewey with it. Dewey all the way around, missed the shot. Now rebound by Martin. And she is fouled by Dunley, and she's going to go to the line to shoot two.
I remember after they lost to Frontenac, Coach Scheibe told me we're working on nothing but defense, and they've played good defense, but unfortunately, Lady Vikes had trouble getting points on the board.
First free throw by Martin is good. She's 3 for 3 from the line here in the second quarter. And fourth one is in and out, no good. So 14-12, 2-point lead for Lady Grizzlies. Scheibe with it, all the way to the corner to Sailor Ray. Now she needs help. She gets it and throws it away. Kate O'Brien comes out with it. 2:34 and counting. Now a little floater in the lane is no good. Rebounded by Martin. Now O'Brien drives in, no good. And it's off the Grizzlies, and it's going to go to Lady Vikes. So Mitchell checks back in for the Lady Vikes. Patterson to inbounds for the Lady Vikes. Patel has trouble. Dewey stole it from her, and she's going to go. Oh, she missed the layup. And now Patel's going to pick up a foul. As Kate O'Brien. So Kate O'Brien will shoot two. 14-12, Lady Grizzlies by 2, 2:11 to play. And first free throw is good. Now 15-12, Lady Grizzlies. And second one's good, 16-12. So all of a sudden, Lady Grizzlies are on top. Lady Vikes led 9-4, and then the technical. And they're going to call a offensive foul on Braylon Mitchell. She was just trying to go to the basket, and unfortunate there.
Yep, Lady Vikes need to turn the tide these last 2 minutes of the half.
16-12, 1:58 to play and counting here in the second quarter. Kate O'Brien kicks it back out to Nevaeh Jones. And a three-pointer is off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Sydney Scheibe. And we're going the other way. Landry O'Brien is in the game now for the Lady Grizzlies. Scheibe goes to the basket and scores it. So Sydney Scheibe is going to have to do more of that. She gets her 5th point of the game. And now O'Brien cut off, out to Wilson. So Kate O'Brien with it. Now in the lane, no good, but it's rebounded by Sayla Ray. And gets it to Patterson. Patterson's going to bring it the other way for the Lady Vikes. Patterson gets it to Mitchell, thought about the three. Now Scheibe with it. Gets it over to Mitchell, now Patterson.
Lady Vikes have 5 girls outside the three-point line.
Now Patel wide open for three, and she knocks it down. Ashka Patel gives the Lady Vikes back the lead. 17-16, just like you said, Scott, they're going to have to step it up. But Kate O'Brien comes right back and throws in a basket. Back to a 1-point Grizzly advantage. Now Ashka Patel down to 39 seconds. Patel gets all the way inside, but then kicks it back out, and they're going to call Sayla Ray for a travel. So 33 seconds left in the first half. Lady Vikes trail by 1, 18-17.
Checking in the game for the Grizzlies, number 31, Aubrey Voss.
And now Jones with it. And Jones going to shoot a three. No good. And it is offensive rebound and thrown off the Lady Vikes. And Patterson saves it. I'm not sure what the call is.
They're giving the Vikings a timeout. I don't know if the Lady Vikes actually had possession. That's what the Lady Grizzly coach was complaining about, was that we didn't have possession, but Mr. ran away from across the way.
She had it long enough, I guess.
Yeah.
I know Patterson landed on it. So Lady Vikes with a 1-point deficit, 18 seconds. So they got 18 seconds to work with, and hopefully it'll be the last shot of the half, and hopefully we can make a basket and go in with the lead here.
Yeah, as rough of a second quarter as it's been, that would be outstanding if the Lady Vikes could actually head to the locker room with the lead.
And Nia Hinman with 3 fouls, Sydney Scheibe with 2 fouls. Definitely not looking good on the foul side for the Lady Vikings.
I don't even remember Nia picking up her third. When did she get her third?
Whenever Rex Winkle went in the lane.
Okay.
She went to the basket and then Nia fouled her. And Patterson with it down to 9 seconds. She needs help.
Yep.
She gets it to Scheibe. Now Scheibe's going to go all the way to the basket. I can't believe they didn't call a foul. Now Mitchell throws it up and it's good. Braylon Mitchell scores.
That gives the Lady Vikes a 1-point lead. That was only the Lady Vikings' second offensive rebound of the night.
Wow. So let's take it back to the station for a 1-minute break, and then we'll bring it back for the Eye Care Associate of Parsons halftime report. You're listening to Lady Viking Basketball on V93.
Day & Zimmerman, one of the largest privately owned companies in the U.S. with operations across the country and internationally. We are comprised of multiple brands that put people to work, protect our freedoms, and improve the world. The Parsons, Kansas location has manufactured munitions for over 50 years for our country's warfighters. Day & Zimmerman has immediate openings for production operators starting at $18.02 an hour on our weekend crew. Work a 12-hour day shift Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and receive 40 hours of pay. We also offer competitive benefits. Apply today.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
Welcome back to Harold C. Johnson Gymnasium, Parsons High School. Tony Fuentes along with Scott Marlowe. And we are ready for the Eye Care Associate of Parsons halftime report. Doctors Gilmore and Newland. And let's go run down the scores. First for the visiting Lady Grizzlies, Kate O'Brien with 7 points. Nevaeh Jones, 4 points. Addison Rexwinkle, 1 point. Shelby Wilson with 2 points. Allie Martin with 3 points, and Ridley Lynn Cernay with 1 point. And for the Lady Vikings, Ashka Patel with 6, Sydney Scheibe with 5, Anaya Hinman with 4, and Braylon Mitchell and Sayla Ray each with 2 apiece. And, you know, it's just definitely a tough fought first half there. Scott, is just nothing really looked easy.
Yeah.
And, you know, the defense by both teams was pretty good.
Yeah, it was a gritty performance really by both teams, especially on the defensive end. And, you know, I think the Lady Vikes played man-to-man that entire half. And I don't know, with Anaya having 3 fouls, they may come out with that basically 3-2 zone that they like to do with Anaya out top. But, you know, LC has some good outside shooters. Yep. So it's hard to say what the Lady Vikes will do. The few stats that I kept, about as even as the scoreboard. 10 turnovers for the Lady Vikes, 8 for the Lady Grizzlies, and then rebounding. Lady Vikes out-rebounded the Lady Grizzlies 13-11. Lady Vikes lead by 1 on the scoreboard. So, you know, the Lady Vikes will just have to come out, keep scrapping, and hopefully they can get Sydney Scheibe going from the perimeter. But, you know, I mean, give LC credit. They double-teamed and a lot of times triple-teamed Anaya in the paint, and then yet they were still able to limit the good looks for Scheibe. So they did a good job, and Lady Vikes did a good job on the defensive end, and hopefully the Lady Vikes have the lead late, because if what happened down in Altamont is any indication, you don't want to have to count on the Lady Grizzlies missing from the free throw line.
They were they missed 4. But they also made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They made 10, so they're 10 for 14. So that's a pretty good percentage. They are almost 75%. So I mean, Lady Vikes on the other side of that was 3 for 9. So
yeah,
not very good.
Yeah, Lady Vikes, you know, they didn't play great. But I thought they played really well on the defensive end, which is what Coach Scheibe has been emphasizing. And they're playing a good defensive team in Labette County. And, you know, the Lady Grizzlies scored 29 in the first half back in December, and they only have 18. You know, so that's 11 less. And also, I think, you know, Lady Vikes, other than the foul trouble with Anaya, I think they're in pretty good shape.
Exactly.
But
I would feel better if she only had 2.
Hey, I'd feel a lot better.
But she has had times where, you know, when she gets 3 or 4 fouls, she's a lot more cautious. I mean, she'll still play good defense, but she's cautious enough to not do the silly ones. You know, like for the stuff she does sometimes up, half court and even down on the defensive side. Just, there's times where she'll, miss a shot and then there's a rebound and she'll go over the back.
Yep.
Those silly ones. And usually when she has 3 or 4 fouls, she's careful about not committing that kind of silly foul, as if you would call it.
Yeah, they'll have to, even if she's not scoring, the Lady Vikes, they just have to have her on the floor.
Exactly.
They need her defense, they need her athleticism, they need her rebounding, and they're going to need it, I'd say, for at least 15 of the 16 minutes in the second half. So
I agree, and I'm sure she'll probably start out in the third quarter here.
I would assume so.
I wouldn't think that Coach would set her out, but hopefully, we can get off to a little bit faster start. I mean, it was 0-0 going into the 5-minute mark of the game, and then the Lady Vikes led 9-4 with 8.6 seconds when that foul was called, and then they called a technical on the bench. So, since that point, 8 minutes and 8 seconds, Lady Grizzlies scored 14 of their 18 points. So, that first 7 minutes and 50-some seconds, Lady Vikes played outstanding defense, and still overall it's been pretty good. But it'd be nice to get a little bit of a cushion and try to get a win here tonight. Well, we're going to wrap it up for the Eye Care Associate Parsons halftime report. Drs. Gilmore and Newland, and we're going to take a 2-minute break, and then we'll come back here and get ready for second half action. You're listening to Lady Viking Basketball on V93.
Bowen Pharmacy supports the Parsons Vikings here and here and here. It's our goal to keep you covered. At Bowen Pharmacy, we give no excuses for you not to make it to the game. And it's always a great day to be a Viking.
At Labette Health, we've earned our place as a top 100 hospital in the nation for joint replacement. Serving a 6-county area since 1961, Labette Health has also earned national recognition as a respected regional medical center renowned for its comprehensive healthcare services and commitment to high-quality patient care. With over 80 physicians and providers throughout southeast Kansas, Labette Health is 100% devoted to medical excellence. For more information or to find a provider near you, call 620-421-4881.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
With many years of combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the 4-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye care.
All right, welcome back to Harold C. Johnson Gymnasium, Parsons High School. Tony Fuentes along with Scott Marlowe, Drew Fuentes taking care of our live stream, and Karen Hardesty back in the KLKC studio. And the Lady Vikes with a 1-point advantage after the first half of play, 19-18. So been a defensive battle here for the Lady Vikes. And it's going to be Lady Grizzlies ball to start the second half. Lady Vikes come out with Shaibi Patel Ray, Hinman, and Patterson. That was their starters.
Yeah, we'll see what the Lady Vikes do on the defensive end here, Tony, to work around this foul trouble.
Yep.
So they're opening up man-to-man, I believe.
Sure enough, Wilson tries a little give and go, and it goes. Number 34, Ridley Lynn Cerne with her first basket of the game. And it gives the Lady Grizzlies a 1-point advantage. Now it's still by Landry O'Brien with the near steal, and then a foul by Brianna Patterson gives her 2 fouls. So every time that Landry O'Brien's been in the game, she's been a spark plug.
Yep.
But she did commit 2 quick fouls and then went back to the bench. And now O'Brien goes to the lane and scores it. So Landry O'Brien has a lot of energy. And now Patterson with it. Lady Vikes trail by 2, 22-19. And now missed shot by Patterson. And now Landry O'Brien brings it up for the Lady Grizzlies. Gets it to Wilson. Wilson's cut off by Sayla Ray. Now Kate O'Brien for a layup. 3 layups in a row, all in the same area by 3 different players. So Lady Grizzlies now with a 5-point lead, 24-19. And now Scheibe
Anaya was open.
kicks it out. Patel wide open for 3, and she knocks it down. So Ashka Patel now with her 3rd three-pointer of the game, gets her to 9.
And she's been their savior tonight, Tony, keeping them close.
Yep, 24-22. Lady Vikes trail by 2. 6:31 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. Landry O'Brien with it. And she is guarded by Hinman. Now Nevaeh Jones. Jones missed shot, and it's going to go out of bounds, so it'll be Lady Vikings basketball. So Lady Vikes gave up 3 layups and 3 possessions in a row by the Lady Grizzlies. And then Patel knocked down a nice 3 to get Lady Vikes back into it. Brianna just turned it over.
Checking in the game for the Grizzlies, number 22, Addison Rexel.
So Landry O'Brien to inbounds, gets it into Kate O'Brien. So now a steal by Scheibe. She wants to go quickly the other way. And Sydney just throws it up, and she is fouled by Ridley Lynn Cerne, I believe. Nope. They're calling it on Kate O'Brien. I don't think she can believe it. She's like, I don't think I was anywhere around her. So that's the 3rd on Kate O'Brien. Now Scheibe at the line. His first one's good. Gets Sydney up to 6 points on the game. Shelby Wilson will check back in for Kate O'Brien. And Scheibe will have one more. This will tie it. We were tied at 12 earlier. Now we're tied at 24. And quickly the other way is the Lady Grizzlies. Wilson for a 3, and it's good. Shelby Wilson grabs it, turns around, shoots it, and that's her first basket of the game. Gives the Lady Grizzlies a 3-point advantage. Now Scheibe kicks it out to Sayla Ray for a 3, and it's good. Sayla Ray gets a 3. Starting to heat up a little bit. 5th point of the game. Now back tied 27-27, 5:28 to play. Now Anaya makes a good defense way out high, and near steal, but it could have been a foul call too. There's a bump. Anaya needs to be careful on those. So Landry O'Brien to inbounds, gets it into Lynn Cerne, and now way off the mark. And we're going to call a hold on Wilson, I believe. Shelby Wilson picks up her 2nd. So now all of a sudden Lady Grizzlies have 3 with 2 and 1 with 3. And here comes the Lady Vikings. Ashka Patel with it, triple teamed. Somebody's got to be open, and Anaya Hinman gets it under the basket and scores it. Lady Vikes with a 29-27 lead. 4:55 and counting, third quarter. So somebody had to be open if he was triple teamed. Well, I think Anaya was still double teamed. That's what's crazy. Well, Landry O'Brien for three, and it's good. So Landry O'Brien knocks down a three. So back to a 1-point advantage for the Lady Grizzlies. Now Patterson for three, no good. But it's rebounded by the Grizzlies. Going the other way quickly, and they threw it away. Lady Vikings will get the possession.
Checking in again for the Grizzlies, number 30, Allie Martin.
Allie Martin will check back in for the Lady Grizzlies. 4:23 to play, third quarter. 30-29, Lady Grizzlies lead by one. Scheibe gets it up to Patel. Scheibe with it. It's all the way over to Sayla Ray for a three, and this time it's short. And it's rebounded by the Lady Grizzlies. Quickly the other way, and they throw it away again. Every time they try to go quick, Scott, I think that's the third time that they've thrown it away trying to go quick.
Yeah, they really struggle trying to go into hurry-up mode and, have fast break basketball.
Here comes Ashka Patel for a three. This time it's off the mark. Rebounded by the Grizzlies. So down to 3:52 to play here in the third quarter. And the intensity has picked up. They're going to call a travel on Allie Martin.
Yeah, that's their fourth turnover here in the third quarter. Still have 3:47 to go. So
Aubrey Boss checks in for the Lady Grizzlies. Now Scheibe's going to go to the bench.
Yeah,
Mitchell comes in. And Hinman gets it back to Patterson. 3:44 to play, third quarter. Hinman with it. Keeps the dribble. Throws it out of bounds. Mitchell couldn't handle the pass. And now Lady Grizzlies with the possession back. Here comes Landry O'Brien really quick. Allie Martin with it. Gets it into Lynn Cern, and it's no good. I don't know what happened. It looked like it could have been a jump ball, but the Lady Vikes come out with it. Braylon Mitchell trying to throw it inside. There's no way she can make that. Yeah. Tom Brady couldn't even throw it to that, that spot. Now, missed three-pointer, and now a jump ball possession is going to go to the Lady Vikings. Yeah, Mitchell's just going to have to learn that she can't force that. If she was double-teamed, and there was a window of about half of a ball, I mean, there's no way to get it in there.
A little bit of growing pains for the freshman.
Scheibe with it. Gets it to Patel. Patel turns it over. Nope. Maintain the possession. So here's Patterson. Spin move. Kicks it back out. Now Scheibe in the paint. Missed it. And now here comes Aubrey Boss. Gets it to Landry O'Brien. And she's wanting to drive on Hinman. She loses it though. They're going to call another jump ball. This time it will go Lady Grizzlies. Aubrey Dewey, Shelby Wilson check back in. Lady Grizzlies inbound under their own basket. They get it in quickly to Wilson. Guarded by Dunley, she just throws it up. I'm not sure who they're going to get the foul on. Hopefully it's not Hinman, and it's on Dunley. So Dunley picks up her second. Shelby Wilson at the line. First free throw's in and out, no good. So she can miss them too, I guess.
I think that's the first one she's missed against the Lady Vikes this year.
So Jaden Kendrick checking in for the Lady Vikings. Checking in for Riley Dunley. Shelby Wilson will have one more. Lady Grizzlies lead 30-29. And the second one is good, 31-29. Lady Vikes trail by 2. Patterson to bring it up. And nearly lost it there again. Now Scheibe with it, guarded by Dewey. Now Patterson. Patterson's going to go all the way to the basket, missed the shot though. And now they're going to say it's off the Lady Vikes.
I think they're going to maybe reverse that call.
Lady Vikes will maintain the possession now, as it was overturned by Bill Ganaway. So Braylon Mitchell will inbounds under their own basket from the Lady Vikes. Gets it into Scheibe. Scheibe's wanting to go to the basket. She does and scores it. Sydney Scheibe now with 9 points. Gets it back to a tie game, 31 all. 2:05 to play third quarter. Now Shelby Wilson for a 3, and it's nothing but net. And each time she shot a 3, it's been nothing but net. Now Scheibe with it. Gets it up to Patel. She's wide open for a 3, and this is no good. And now Dewey gets a rebound for the Lady Grizzlies. Now Dewey gets it over to O'Brien. Now Nevaeh Jones for a 3, and she knocks it down. So now the Lady Grizzlies with a 6-point advantage, 37-31, 1:36 to play, third quarter. Let's do a 30-second break. You're listening to Lady Viking basketball on V93.
With many years of combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the 4-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye care.
Day & Zimmerman, one of the largest privately owned companies in the U.S. with operations across the country and internationally. We are comprised of multiple brands that put people to work, protect our freedoms, and improve the world. The Parsons, Kansas location has manufactured munitions for over 50 years for our country's warfighters. Day & Zimmerman has immediate openings for production operators starting at $18.02 an hour on our weekend crew. Work a 12-hour day shift Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and receive 40 hours of pay. We also offer competitive benefits. Apply today.
So Lady Grizzlies offense has blossomed here in the third quarter. And near turnover by the Lady Vikes, but they maintain possession. Now Scheibe for a 3, and it's just off the mark. But Patterson with a nice rebound. Now they're going to get a nice Hinman with the foul. Sure enough.
That's tough.
We got to make those shots, and then that doesn't happen.
Yeah. And she's going to stay on the floor, Tony, and she's got the floor. And it was the right call.
Yeah.
She was over the back.
Now Hinman guarding Landry Jones, and now they're going to get a timeout from the Lady Grizzlies. 37-31, Lady Grizzlies with the 6-point advantage. Want to wait to play third quarter, and we're just going to keep it here. It's just, yeah, that was just bad luck there. Missed shot. Good offensive rebound by Brianna Patterson. And then the putback just went in and out, and then Anaya just, natural instincts just went up and just happened to have a Grizzly player underneath her, and they're going to call that every time.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for the Lady Vikes the rest of the way with Anaya's foul trouble, and she is staying on the floor. I thought during that timeout.
They got 6 on the court right now.
They are going to pull her. But a nice job tonight by Sydney. She has found a way to score.
Yeah.
Even though her 3-point shot is not falling, so.
Well, hopefully she can knock out a couple of big ones here in the later part of this game to get us back in it. Now Wilson with it, gets it to Jones. Now Rexwinkle for a long 2, no good, but an offensive rebound and a foul. Gonna send the Lady Grizzlies to the line. So Sayla Ray picks up the foul. That's just her first. Shelby Wilson, a good free throw shooter, is going to the line. So now 7-point lead for the Lady Grizzlies, as they've already scored 20 in this quarter. And Wilson will have another one here. Second one is also good. So 39-31. Lady Grizzlies on top by 8. Scheide with the spin move and goes in the lane. And they're going to call a jump ball. He's going to stay with Parsons. And that's probably the right call, Scott.
Yeah, I think it was a good call.
And now Patterson gets it back to Scheide. She's wanting to drive. She keeps getting bumped. Now they're going to call a foul on Rexwinkle.
Well, obviously the Lady Vikes need to turn the tide, Tony, but mainly they want to go, get at least by the 4 or 5 minute mark of the fourth quarter. They got to have this down to a one-possession game, because like I said, if you have to put LC on the line late, they're probably going to knock him down.
Yep. Now Patel with it. Nice crossover move and a good move to the basket, but then missed shot, and going the other way quickly is Landry O'Brien. Pulls up, no good, and Sayla Ray with it. And now she's nearly fouled, and she's going to keep going down the court. And now she's going to pull it back out. Now Patterson over to Scheide. Scheide keeps driving. Nevaeh Jones is going to be called for the foul. And that's just her first. So now Sydney Scheide at the line. Some pretty big free throws here. First one is good. Now Sydney is in double digits now with 10 points, and she has one more free throw coming. Second one's good. And now a 6-point lead for the Lady Grizzlies at 39-33. Down to 8 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Wilson with it. Now Grizzlies kick it back out to Landry O'Brien. No good at the buzzer. So we're going to head to the fourth quarter. Lady Vikes trail 39-33. You're listening. Let's take a 30-second break and listen to Lady Viking basketball on V93.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
Welcome back, Harold C. Johnson Gymnasium. Tony Fuentes, Scott Marlowe. It's going to take a big effort on the Lady Vikings to come back, I think, here in this fourth quarter, down by 6.
Yeah, it's that's just 2 possessions, Tony, but you're right. It feels like more than that.
Yeah.
And I think part of that is that Nia Hinman has kind of been throttled tonight. They've done a really nice job with her, and she has 4 fouls.
And Sydney hasn't been hitting from the outside, so Lady Grizzlies, if they can run some clock to shorten this game, Lady Vikes could be in trouble. Now Jones with it, kicks it back out to Wilson. Now a steal by Patel. This could be big here. Patel's going to go all the way and score it. Cross to Patel. Now in double digits. Gets it back to a 4-point deficit for the Lady Vikes. Lady Vikes trail 39-35, 7:30 to play, fourth quarter. Jones with it. Now Dunley cuts her off. Now O'Brien gets a little give and go to Wilson. Now it's going to go off of Lady Vikings. And it's going to go to the Lady Grizzlies. A little inbounds under their own basket. So now Jones with it. And gets it back out to Wilson. Dewey's going to go all the way to the basket, and she is fouled by Dunley. If Dunley would have got there just a millimeter quicker, I think they might have called a charge. And now Audrey Dewey has not scored, not committed a foul either, and she will be at the line. And first free throw is no good. Second free throw is good. So back to a 5-point advantage for the Lady Grizzlies. And Brianna Patterson. So they just keep trying. There's no way to get that pass in there. And now O'Brien, missed shot, but an offensive rebound. Kicked it out to Dewey. Now Dewey for three, and it's way off. Scheibe didn't realize how wide open she could take it, and now she goes all the way, and they're going to call a brawl. That was a late whistle. Whew. It's almost like he was watching the game and not reacting, but I did see the bump there.
Yeah, I didn't think the whistle was going to get blown on that one.
So now Sydney Scheibe at the line for two free throws, and she knocks down the first one. And now Scheibe for a second free throw is also good. So Sydney now 7 of 8 from the line in the game. 6 for 6 in the second half. That's a 3-point game, just a one-possession game, Scott. Just like you said, if we can get that one-possession game, we could still have a chance. Near steal, and it is going to be an off the Lady Grizzlies out of bounds. I think they were trying to go to their big person down low and just couldn't get it to her. And now Lady Vikes need some help. Here goes Patel. All the way to the corner. Sailor Ray wants a three, and it's no good. And now O'Brien. That's a pretty quick whistle there.
Yep, that'll be team foul number 6 on the Lady Vikes. So on the next one, Lady Grizzlies will be in the bonus.
So Oscar Patel picks up her second. Lady Grizzlies to inbounds under their own basket. Now Landry O'Brien, missed shot. Patel with the rebound. Here comes the Lady Vikes down by 3, 40-37. Scheibe for 3. I thought she just stepped into it.
Yeah, I thought she did too. They called that a traveling, so that's.
Well, she missed it, so.
Yeah.
So here goes Kate O'Brien. Gets it to Nevaeh Jones now. Landry O'Brien, and she has to travel, and she did. The Lebec County coach can't believe it. She's scratching her head, literally. Now Brianna Patterson gets it up to Scheibe. Now Sydney gets it knocked out, and it is off the Lady Grizzlies out of bounds. So Lady Vikes maintain the possession. 5:43 to play, fourth quarter. 40-37. Lady Grizzlies with a 3-point advantage. Now knocked out by Landry O'Brien. I feel like the Lady Grizzlies, their hustle is just a little bit more intense than the Lady Vikings.
You know, and I think you're right. I think that comes down to the depth issue.
Yeah,
for the Lady Vikes. They've been playing a lot of minutes.
Now Oscar Patel off the mark, nearly saved. It is saved by Sailor Ray. Somehow, now Hinman scores it! And Maya Hinman, double team, goes through it, gets fouled, makes the basket, and a chance to tie the game at the line here.
Lebec County coach is livid, saying that Anaya traveled. I didn't have a good look at it. I didn't see a travel, but you know, she may have taken an extra step.
And the free throw's no good, but rebounded by Patterson. Now Hinman for a layup and scores. Lady Vikes with a 1-point advantage, 41-40. 5:18 to play in the ball game. And now Lady Grizzlies kind of panicking here. I'm not sure why they're going so quick. They don't have to. And they throw it away. I didn't see a Lady Vike touch it.
I didn't see a Lady Vike touch it either.
But they're giving the ball to the Lady Grizzlies under their own basket.
Sydney Scheibe was lobbying for possession, but Mr. Ganaway said no, so.
Yep. So Kate O'Brien, the inbounds, gets it in and throws it away. Oh, saved by Landry O'Brien. I don't know how she saved that. Now O'Brien for a three, no good. And Oscar Patel runs it down. And now Patterson has it. Just under 5 minutes to play in the ball game. Sailor Ray with it.
No, she didn't move her. I didn't see her move her pivot foot.
Yeah.
Again, have to take a second look at it, but
yeah, that's the third time she's got called for that same thing. 41-40, Lady Vikes with a narrow 1-point lead. And Audrey Dewey bringing it up the court for the Lady Grizzlies. And O'Brien with it, trying to drive. Gets it down low, and it is turned over. Lady Vikes come out with it. Here comes Sydney Scheibe. She kicks it back to Patel, now to Patterson. Now down low to Hinman, and she's fouled. And Maya Hinman will go to the line to shoot two.
She's struggled from the line tonight, Tony. These are huge the rest of the way.
Shelby Wilson picks up her third. Yeah, Naya's only 2 for 6. Now 3 for 7, and she's got one more. I'd like her to see 50% at 4 for 8 if she knocks this one down. And she does. And Maya Hinman knocks down 2 big free throws there, giving the Lady Vikes a 3-point advantage, 43-40. And they got a timeout on the floor. Well, let's take a 30-second break and listen to Lady Viking basketball on V93.
Bowen Pharmacy supports the Parsons Vikings here, and here, and here. It's our goal to keep you covered. At Bowen Pharmacy, we give no excuses for you not to make it to the game. And it's always a great day to be a Viking.
Labette Community College is meeting the need for an increased demand in qualified radiographers. Our radiography students will train on the latest technology in a hospital simulation environment.
I wanted to be able to go into a career where I could help people. And if you're going to go into that field in this part of the 4-state area, LCC is the only place to come.
Tuition is nearly half the cost of universities. Scholarship and financial aid available for those who qualify. Text radiography to 620-293-6671 for more information or visit labette.edu.
Down by 6. I was just hoping that we could claw back in it and have a chance. Now we have a 3-point lead, 4:21 to play. We just got to keep our foot on the gas. I mean, we can't let up.
Right. How about that? What was that? An offensive rebound by Patterson, wasn't it? And got the ball to Hinman for the lead.
That was a big time play by Brianna Patterson. Now Nevaeh Jones with it. And she gets it to Wilson. Back to Jones. And we got to watch their threes. They've been knocking down some threes. So now a little give and go, and it's blocked by Hinman. And now Scheibe pulls up. And now Patel with it. Gets it back to Scheibe.
Big time block with those 4 fouls.
Wow. Down to 3:47 and counting, fourth quarter. Now Scheibe was in a little trouble. Gets it back to Patel.
They just need to run their offense, Tony. Way too much time left to worry about the clock.
Yep, Patel with it, gets it back to Scheibe. Scheibe thought about the 3, and now she's in for a layup. Scores it! Sydney Scheibe gets the lead to 5, 45-40. Wow. The recognition that Scheibe's had in this game some of the times has been pretty good to go to the basket. And now look at this, all the way for a layup, and she scores it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. The Lady Vikings didn't even really have their defense set.
Yeah, they kind of went to sleep down there.
Bad time for a mental lapse like that.
45-42. And Kate O'Brien is at the line for a free throw here to get it back to within 2 if she knocks this down. And she does. 45-43. Lady Vikes with a 2-point advantage. Down to 3:17 and counting here in the ball game. Sailor Ray for a 3. And it's good! That rattled in and out, but it went down. Sailor Ray knocks down a big three-pointer to get the Lady Vikes back up 5. And now lobbed it inside. Now back out to Wilson for a 3. This time is no good. And it is out of bounds. Lady Vikes basketball. 5-point lead in the ball. But anytime the Lady Vikes have tried to run clock, it hasn't worked all year.
Right.
It's just that they don't, the passes aren't as quick and crisp enough. They have to just keep running the offense.
Right. Especially if Lebec County keeps trapping. Just an attack.
Turnover.
And then a travel. Lady Vikes caught a break.
Lady Vikes got a really good break.
I'm not sure what the Lady Grizzly coach is complaining about. She fell down.
Yep.
I think she's saying that that maybe something similar happened and they didn't call it on the Lady Vikes, but that was obviously a travel.
Yeah, so here comes Patel with it, guarded by Landry O'Brien. Near steal again. And they are swarming the Lady Vikes. Lady Vikes with a 5-point lead and the ball. Now a double team. And a timeout called by Pat Scheibe. 2:29 to play in the ball game. 48-43. Lady Vikes 5-point lead and the ball. And Lady Vikes just keep getting double teamed, getting trapped, and it's like they panic and then they almost throw it away. I mean, it just doesn't look good.
I've mentioned this a couple of times, and I think when I have mentioned it, it's probably been during one of the boys' broadcasts. I can't remember for sure. But especially where the Lady Vikings just really don't have a top flight point guard, it's almost impossible to run clock against a team that can trap as well as LC does. And that's why I'm a big fan of basically what you said. Don't worry about running clock. Run your offense, attack on offense, and make LC pay for taking those chances with the half-court trap.
Exactly. And I just hope they can understand that they have to just keep going the basket, because if we keep letting them get turnovers and run outs, then they're going to score buckets and we're going to be playing chase and then we're going to foul. So hopefully we can get a couple more baskets here in the next couple minutes and run this one out. 48-43, Lady Vikes lead by 5.
Got it.
Hinman in the lane, and it didn't go, but she is fouled. And I think it's Ridley Lynn Cerny. Sure enough, that's her 3rd. Actually, that is her 4th. I missed one. She's got 4. So Nia Hinman at the line. A couple of big free throws here. First one's good.
She's so streaky from the line, Tony. Right now she's got it going in the right direction.
6-point lead now for Lady Vikes, 49-43. And second one's nothing but net, so 50-43. And now the Lady Grizzlies in hurry-up mode, down to 2:20. And nearly threw it away. Under the basket is Ridley Lynn Cerny. She missed it, but she is fouled. Let's see who they got it on. Sydney Scheibe picks up her 3rd. So first free throw from Ridley is good. And that's her 4th point of the game. She's had a lot of touches, just hasn't been able to get them to go. Second free throw's no good. There's got to be a foul there. Unbelievable. No fouls called. Now Hinman comes out with the rebound. So 50-44, Lady Vikes lead by 6. And wow, Patterson could have just went in for a layup. And now in and out is no good. But Hinman's rebound and putback is good. Unbelievable. 52-44, 8-point lead. 1:49 to play. Wow. And here goes. Nevaeh Jones drove in and is fouled by Sayla Ray. That'll be her second. Am I wrong, or could Brianna Patterson not go in for a layup?
Yeah, it looked to me like it was wide open.
Wow, I thought that's what she was doing, but it ended up working out. But man, I thought that was a layup. And now Nevaeh Jones knocks down the first free throw, and she'll have one more. And it is good. So back to a 6-point game. Lady Vikes 52, Lady Grizzlies 46, 1:40 to play. And Patterson having trouble getting it inbounds, and she gets it to Scheibe. Scheibe's trying to break the press. Spin move, and it's knocked out of bounds by the Grizzlies. It's going to stay with the Lady Vikes. We're down to 132. I wouldn't say waste a lot of clock, but a good 10 seconds wouldn't hurt here. Now inbounds to Scheibe. Scheibe's taking it to the basket.
Did they call that offense? Coach Scheibe's as confused as I am. I did not understand that call at all. She wasn't going straight toward the basket.
She was off to the side.
That's a huge call.
52-46. And Lady Grizzlies with the ball. Wilson kicks it back and turns it over.
Jump ball to the Lady Vikes.
And it'll be Lady Vikes basketball, 1:15 to play. So 52-46. So now Hinman and Scheibe both with four fouls. And near steal. Now Patterson with it.
They're wanting to foul Patterson. They didn't do it.
Patterson in for a layup, and she finally fouled at the 1-minute mark. So Shelby Wilson picks up her fourth. So now we got 2 players on each team with 4 fouls, Scott.
And Patterson needs at least one of these, Tony, to make it a 3-possession game.
And it's good. Brianna Patterson, that's her first point of the game.
Yeah, she's one of those, she doesn't always score a lot, but she makes a lot of contributions that don't show up on the stat sheet.
And here's the second free throw by Patterson. And it's no good. So 7-point advantage, under a minute to play. And I think we got a timeout. 55 seconds to play. 7-point lead for the Lady Vikes. Let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Lady Viking Basketball on V93.
My name is Bria, and I'm a pharmacist at Bowen Pharmacy. I'm here today to tell you about one of our patient programs, Meds to Beds. Bowen Pharmacy South is located in the medical office building at Labette Health. Our staff works closely with the doctors, nurses, and social care workers to ensure that your transition out of the hospital is an easier and more convenient experience for you and your loved ones. If you are having inpatient or outpatient surgery, we will get your medications directly from your doctor and deliver them right to your hospital bed. If you are having a baby, we will get your medications or anything else that you may need to get your family home without the hassle of making several stops along the way. Whether you're here for a few hours or a few days, we are here at Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South to help get you well without any interruption in transition of care. Just ask for Meds to Beds. At Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South, we are here for you today and we are here for you tomorrow.
And they get it in. Give and go to Landry O'Brien.
What?
And she is fouled by Sydney
And Sydney's
Scheibe.
out. She can't believe it.
Wow. That's a pretty quick foul there.
Yeah, Sydney's frustrated, and who can blame her?
So Landry O'Brien will now go to the free throw line.
Wow, got a freshman out there at crunch time, Tony.
Yeah. So first free throw is good by Landry O'Brien. That's her 6th point of the game. It's her first free throw. Lady Grizzlies have only made 1 basket in the 4th quarter. All the other points have been from the...
That's a charge.
And now bodies all over the floor. And now it just keeps getting worse. Should have been a charge call on the Grizzlies. No call. Him went flying to the floor. But out of the bounds off the Vikings, and the Grizzlies have the ball underneath their own basket. And a made basket by Ridley Lynn Cernay. And now down to a 4-point game.
Double bonus the rest of the way for both teams.
I think Patel is the shooter.
Yeah,
right?
Patel will go to line for 2.
So Ashka Patel will have a chance to get back to a 5 or 6 point lead, depending on how many she can make here. Down to 37.4 seconds in the ball game. Patel's first free throw is good.
I mentioned in the first half, it doesn't seem like she shoots a lot of free throws, Tony, and yet she's up there at crunch time.
Yep.
And now we have a violation. I didn't see, somebody wasn't on the lane in time, I think is what happened. I'd actually missed it because I looked up at the
Now the Lady
scoreboard.
Vikes aren't paying attention. Here goes the Lady Grizzlies. Down to 33 seconds, 3-pointer on the way, and it's good by Kate O'Brien. So now down to a 2-point game. 54-52, 29.6 seconds.
What a turn of events, Tony.
Wow.
Let's try to recap. I think after the
First
shooter was given the ball, that the Lady Vikes tried to send.
Anaya ran in.
So it was a violation. So that possibly took a point away. And then as you pointed out, Lady Vikes weren't ready on the defensive end.
Yep.
And
they went down and nailed a 3.
Lady Vikes, they didn't have this game wrapped up, but they were in control.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden.
It could have been a 6-point game with 36 seconds, and now it's a 2-point game with 29.6.
So if LC wants to, they can just press in the backcourt. They don't have to foul. They can try to get a steal or a 10-second violation.
Yeah.
And then if the Lady Vikes get across half court, they may want to go ahead and commit a foul. Lady Vikes will have to hit both of them.
Especially with Scheibe out of the game.
Right.
I mean, you don't have your best free throw shooter, and now she's not in the game to even bring the ball down the court.
Yeah, I'd love to see Patel, I guess, Patel or Hinman at the line, but first they got to get it in and get it across half court. Oh, bad place to put the ball.
So now down to 29.1, and now Patterson gets it into Patel, and she's fouled quickly.
I'm surprised they did that. They're just trying to
extend the game.
The game as much as they can. I thought they might at least go for a steal or a 10-second violation.
Yeah. So Patel will go line to shoot 2 again. 28 seconds, 54-52. Both of these are really important now. And the first one is good. And Patel will have one more. 55-52, 3-point lead. Now this could make it a 2-possession game, and she does. So Patel came up big there, down to 26 seconds and counting. Lady Grizzlies travel. Sure enough, Lady Vikes will get the ball on the travel. Kate O'Brien trying to do a little too much, and we got a timeout by the Vikings. So back to a 4-point advantage. 22.4 seconds. Let's just keep it here. Scott, I mean, so much in this, just in the last 14 seconds, it went to where the Lady Grizzlies could possibly be down 6, and then all of a sudden they're down 5, and then they go down the court, nail a 3, and then they could have got a steal to try to tie the game, and then they foul, and then Patel makes both, and now they travel. So it's just kind of a whirlwind right now.
Yeah, it is. A lot of momentum swings, and Lady Vikes are back in a position to where they're in control. They lead by 4 and have possession. And as quickly as the Grizzlies are fouling, Lady Vikes just need to focus on getting the ball in. At this point, preferably to Patel, because she's been knocking them down. But long ways to go, 22 seconds. And I would think, we don't have the timeouts up on the scoreboard, but I would think both teams are probably out of timeouts. Maybe one left.
Patterson to inbounds with 22.4 seconds. Throws it way down court. Hinman's going to go in for a layup, and she scores. Anaya Hinman coming up big, 6-point lead. Now Lady Grizzlies down to 13 seconds. Now a three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebounded by Patterson.
That should do it.
He's fouled. And the Lady Vikes are going to win this one. 58-52. And Patterson at the line for 2.
Yep, Lady Vikes have ran that a few times where they send Anaya long off the inbound.
And it was even tipped by the Lady Grizzlies, but it was perfect. Really good pass by Brianna. And a free throw made by Brianna Patterson. Doesn't have much arch on her free throws, but she's been good on 2 of them already in the game. So Hinman checks out. Down to 7.5 seconds. And Patterson's second one's also good. And that should do it. 60-52. And now in the lane, shots off, no good. And rebound by Cadence Manners. And that's the ball game. The Lady Vikes win it 60-52. And let's take a 1-minute break, and then we'll come back for the Bowen Pharmacy postgame report. You're listening to Lady Viking Basketball on B93.
Day & Zimmerman, one of the largest privately owned companies in the U.S. with operations across the country and internationally. We are comprised of multiple brands that put people to work, protect our freedoms, and improve the world. The Parsons, Kansas location has manufactured munitions for over 50 years for our country's warfighters. Day & Zimmerman has immediate openings for production operators starting at $18.02 an hour on our weekend crew. Work a 12-hour day shift Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and receive 40 hours of pay. We also offer competitive benefits. Apply today.
Bowen Pharmacy supports the Parsons Vikings here, and here, and here. It's our goal to keep you covered. At Bowen Pharmacy, we give no excuses for you not to make it to the game. And it's always a great day to be a Viking.
Welcome back to Harold C. Johnson Gymnasium. Tony Fuentes, Scott Marlowe. Scott, whenever we were down 39-33, down 6 in the third quarter, to think we were going to come out and end up winning by 8 would have been, you could have told me that, and I said, there's no way.
Yeah, the Lady Vikes, it's one of those I have to go back and watch it on YouTube tonight to see exactly even how they did it.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't looking good, but, down 6 going into the fourth quarter, and, we just felt like, they have to erase that deficit and get it down to, where it's tied or they're only down by 1 or 2 points. Because LC just shoots free throws too good, and Lady Vikes did a lot more than that. They were able to get, a 3-possession lead, and then unfortunately, you mentioned it's kind of a whirlwind there in that final minute where the Lady Vikes had the lane violation, and then LC hit the 3-pointer and got it back down to a 2-point deficit. But Lady Vikes made the plays they had to make down the stretch, and that's just a huge win. Get off that 2-game losing streak. Get a win in SEK. It's always good to beat your rival. And hopefully the Lady Vikes can just take that momentum and keep building. And, you know, what an atmosphere. Boy, it was getting loud in here.
Yeah. I mean, the Lady Vikes, 27 points in that fourth quarter, Scott.
Yeah, that's huge.
They were 12 for 13 from the free throw line.
Wow.
And also had 7 buckets. They held Labette County to 3 baskets in the fourth quarter. And Labette County had 6 free throws, but man, what an effort by the Lady Vikes. And, coming into, this home stretch, literally home stretch, 4 out of 5 at home here at the end of the season, to get that win tonight. And so they've got some winnable games, as long as they play the way they should play. They've got some winnable games these next 4 games after this. And, I really think the Lady Vikes could host the, first round sub-state game and possibly a second, just depending on what the seeding ends up being.
They have a chance to host a couple. You're right, and that's always fun. It's always convenient.
Yeah,
when
definitely.
you get to play at home in those sub-state brackets. So, Lady Vikes were able to pull it out. The Viking boys, I know, they had a rough go down at LC back in December, but Landon Wheat was hampered with an injury. Probably shouldn't even been on the court, and was limited to 4 points. But he's for the most part healthy now, and hopefully we'll have another competitive game coming up. Hey, look who's here. Look who's here. Coach Scheibe coming up for a visit, Tony.
Got Coach Scheibe coming in.
Here, he can use mine. I'll give him mine.
All right, now we are joined by victorious Coach Pat Scheibe. Pat, whenever we were down 39-33 going into the fourth quarter, I told Scott, I was like, I mean, it's gonna be tough to try to get back in this. And sure enough, we scored 27 in the fourth quarter, 12 for 13 from the free throw line in the fourth quarter, and we held them to only 3 baskets in the fourth quarter. And what do you think about that effort?
Well, there when it was it 39-33, they hit a couple threes there, and I told them, we had to step out on them because we're in man-to-man. And I think Sydney hit a couple free throws there. I think it might have been 39-31, and she cut it to 6. But, I knew we had one last fight in us there, in the fourth quarter. And I thought the girls played hard, and there was some questionable call. My girls should have been smart enough not to run back in there on the free throw line, but I'll take the blame on that. But just little things like that. But I'm proud of every one of them. I thought Sayla played a pretty good game today. I don't know what she scored, but she ended up with 8. She had a very big 3 there late in the game.
Yeah, and rattled in and out.
So
that was pretty nice.
But I'm proud of the girls, and I knew we had it in us. It was just if we would show up or not, and that's what a lot of the other coaches said. Because we beat several teams that beat Altamont, and they're like, it's above your shoulders, it's all in your head. So,
exactly.
Maybe that'll get the monkey off their back, and we can basically win out.
Yeah, we've got some winnable games coming up, and hopefully we don't overlook them and try to get these wins and try to host a couple of games, for sub-state, and it'd be nice to have a little bit of home court advantage here.
For sure, that's.
We're
that's our
sitting
plan.
at 12-4 now.
Yeah, 12-4.
And we got 4 more games, and I feel like all 4 are winnable.
Oh yeah, for sure. Three out of the 4 are at home too.
Exactly.
So that helps a lot. But I tell you what, we had some hiccups there a little bit. We let the pressure bother us a little bit. But if you started to see, we started attacking it a little bit more.
Yeah.
And that's what I told him. I said attack that, and we started doing that there towards the end,
and it worked.
And it worked. So, I kept telling Oscar, I said, you're just standing back, basically letting them, trap us or dictate what we're going to do. But, they all stepped up. Like I said, it was a total team effort and gritty performance and great to beat them.
Yeah, definitely a good win for us, Coach. Congratulations, and we'll see you right back here against Pittsburgh on Friday night.
Sounds good. I'd like to say hi to my mom. She's at home, kind of banged up, so I'm sure she was tuned in. So,
all right, good deal.
Thanks a lot, Tony, for doing this, you and Scott. So we'll see you Friday night.
All right, we'll see you, Coach. Thanks.
Bye.
And that's going to wrap it up for the Bowen Pharmacy post-game report on the girls' side. Let's take it back to the station for about a 4-minute break, and then we'll come back for the intro for the boys' game. You're listening to Lady Viking basketball on V93.
over the Labette County Grizzlies. And, it's on the girls' side, victories have been tough to come by, for against LCHS. And so it was nice to see the Lady Vikings get over the hump. Now Viking boys, who suffered a double-digit loss back in December, will try to get a little bit of revenge as well. And Tony, also, if they get the win, they're back up to 8-8, 500. And we're talking about the Lady Vikings maybe getting to host a couple of sub-state games, depending how February goes for them. But boy, the Viking boys, they're going to have to they're going to have to win a few in February just to get to host one.
Yeah, we beat Indy, we beat Coffeyville.
Pittsburgh was tough.
Pittsburgh
they're coming in Friday.
Definitely tough. They're, I think, number one in the SEK. But this game right here could be big. I mean, and Chanute. I mean, our boys lost down at Chanute, but I think it's a team that's possible to beat. So, if we could win 3 out of 5 and finish above 500,
then you have a chance.
That's all you can ask for.
Yeah, and in case some of our listeners aren't aware, we don't the predetermined sub-state fields are a thing of the past, and it is just strictly by record. I think 18 teams on the east, 18 on the west, or 16 on each side. So what it means, if you don't host, and I haven't looked at the standings this past week, but if you don't host, you could go as far away as Topeka, Kansas City area.
'Cause we hosted Topeka Hayden the girls here. And the boys.
And
I
the
believe.
boys. Yeah. And last year, I'm drawing a blank. We went all the way up to a town I'd never been to before, and I think we played them here once.
I wasn't able to go,
but I cannot. I'm totally drawing a blank. But it wasn't
Lewisburg, was it?
It was farther than Lawrence.
Is it Abilene?
No. I'll come up. Somebody send me a text that remembers.
Tonganoxie.
Oh, we're going to have the national anthem again. I was not
anticipating
that. This is by our
choir, I believe.
Okay, well, let's take a 2-minute break, and then we'll come back with the starting lineups. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93.
My name is Bria, and I'm a pharmacist at Bowen Pharmacy. I'm here today to tell you about one of our patient programs, Meds to Beds. Bowen Pharmacy South is located in the medical office building at Labette Health. Our staff works closely with the doctors, nurses, and social care workers to ensure that your transition out of the hospital is an easier and more convenient experience for you and your loved ones. If you are having inpatient or outpatient surgery, we will get your medications directly from your doctor and deliver them right to your hospital bed. If you are having a baby, we will get your medications or anything else that you may need to get your family home without the hassle of making several stops along the way. Whether you're here for a few hours or a few days, we are here at Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South to help get you well without any interruption in transition of care. Just ask for Meds to Beds. At Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South, we are here for you today and we are here for you tomorrow.
Day & Zimmerman, one of the largest privately owned companies in the U.S. with operations across the country and internationally. We are comprised of multiple brands that put people to work, protect our freedoms, and improve the world. The Parsons, Kansas location has manufactured munitions for over 50 years for our country's warfighters. Day & Zimmerman has immediate openings for production operators starting at $18.02 an hour on our weekend crew. Work a 12-hour day shift Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and receive 40 hours of pay. We also offer competitive benefits. Apply today.
Bowen Pharmacy supports the Parsons Vikings here, and here, and here. It's our goal to keep you covered. At Bowen Pharmacy, we give no excuses for you not to make it to the game. And it's always a great day to be a Viking.
Welcome back, everybody. I did receive a text. It was Tonganoxie who, where Parsons had to travel for the first round of Sub-State last year, and now the starting lineups being announced over the public address. Let's go ahead and run down the starting lineups for our listeners. First for LCHS, Grizzlies will go with Xavier Phillips, a 6'4 junior. Also 5'11 senior Trey Vinson, 5'8 senior Griff Eaton, 6'7 junior Hudson Baker, and 6'3 senior Matthew Boyle. Starting tonight for the 7 and 8 Vikes, 6'1 junior Jamarion Washington, 6'1 junior J.J. Kendrick, 5'10 junior Trey Mack, 5'9 senior Jesse Jones, 6'4 junior Landon Wheat, and I'm really hoping that with a healthy Landon Wheat, Tony, that he can really neutralize Hudson Baker. He was a handful with Wheat so limited back in December, and he had a pretty good night against the Vikes.
I do remember listening to a little bit of the boys' game when I was down in Louisiana, and I want to say it was like 15-15 at one point, and it was 15 points Hudson Baker, 15 points Jesse Jones. Am I making that up?
Well, I don't.
Something similar to that.
They were the big leaders. I think Jesse finished with 25.
Maybe it was just 9-9 at one point.
Yeah,
I just know it was. I remember you saying it's Jones and Baker the only two that had scored at the point when I was listening.
Yeah, it was at the end of the first quarter. The Vikes led 12-11. Jesse had 9 for the Vikes, and Baker had 9 for the Grizzlies.
So I think it was 9-9.
So, and I guess we might as well go ahead and get this out of the way, Tony. Unfortunately, 5'9 sophomore Dante Sawyer will no longer be playing for the Vikings. He has left the program, and so that's a big loss for the Vikings. But, when something like that happens, man, what a great opportunity for somebody that hasn't got a ton of minutes. This is their chance. And
exactly.
Man, and it's not like, they're nothing against the Lancer Classic. I love the Lancer Classic, but it's not like getting minutes over there. If they get minutes tonight, this is going to be a pretty intimidating environment. Because it's going to be a loud gym, should be a lot of fun, and we've had 2 very competitive games so far, and hopefully this will be number 3.
We've got some young kids that are hungry for minutes. You got Connor Barkus,
right.
You got Jagger Quirin, you got Joe Keel. I mean, you've got some players there with some spunk that really haven't had the opportunity to step up. So we'll see what happens.
We're underway at Harold C. Johnson Gymnasium. Opening tip 1 by the Grizzlies. They're in their traveling red. Vikings in their home white. Vincent with it. The Vikes have opened up a straight man-to-man. They have Washington on Baker. He's got about a 6-inch height advantage on Washington. Vincent, nice drive. He got fouled. I heard the slap up here. I thought no call, and the Vikings come away with the loose ball. Mack into the front court to Kendrick. J.J. Kendrick, he may need to look to score more. He's a little bit short with that 16-foot jumper, and it's pulled out by Boyle. Vincent, nice drive, and he scores. Got the roll. Trey Vincent, the senior, gets LC on the board first, 2-0, 7:10 to go in the first quarter. Long guarded 3. That's going to be an air ball by Jesse Jones. And it's taken by the Grizzlies. LC with an open 3, knocking it down from the left wing is Griff Eaton. Coach Houck very disappointed with that start. A quick timeout, 63 seconds into the game. It's Grizzlies 5, Vikings 0, and Tony, not the start the Viking boys wanted.
No, I've seen that happen. We've had that happen in a couple other games this year, and the Vikings have settled down and gotten into the game. And I recall one game we were down 5-0 like that, and we ended up coming back and having the lead at halftime. I'm not sure. Was that the Frontenac game?
We got down huge against Frontenac.
It was.
Yeah.
I mean, they scored like 25 in the first quarter, and then we held them to like 5 or 6 in the second quarter. So I'm not too worried about it here. I think the Vikes bounce back here.
Trey Mack gets into the paint. Nice drive. He scores. Trey Mack going downhill. It's the Vikings' first basket. LC leads it 5-2. Eaton with it. He looks to drive. Now kicks it out. Knocked out of bounds by Kendrick. Grizzlies inbound in front of the Viking bench. Get it into Eaton. Just underway, 6:27 to go in the first quarter. Grizzlies lead it 5-2. Vincent guarded by Jones. Over to Eaton. There's Baker, the big man. Nice look underneath. Oh, and a foul on Landon Wheat. Shot goes down for Boyle. So nice ball movement by the Grizzlies, and they get the early foul on Wheat. And it is 7-2 Grizzlies, 6:18 to go in our opening quarter. We'll try to complete the three-point play. Free throw is good. So good start for the Grizzlies. They lead this one 8-2. And Landon Wheat out top. He looks to drive. Nice spin move. And came up a little bit short. I think he just lost control of it, but that's the kind of move he couldn't even attempt back in December. Get it down to Baker. Big man cut off. Back out for a three. It is good. It's all Grizzlies here in the first quarter. Phillips knocks it down. 11-2. Grizzlies by 9. Jesse Jones trying to make a move. Couldn't get it to go, and it's pulled out by the Grizzlies. Griff Eaton with it. Trey Tullis will check in at the next whistle for the Vikes. Parsons stays in a man-to-man. Grizzlies leading this one by 9. Lob play, and the layup goes down. Great offense by the Grizzlies. Give Phillips 5 points. 11-point lead for the Grizzlies, 13-2. There's a long three by Jesse. Couldn't get the roll. Rebounded by Phillips. Oh, a bad pass. JJ the other way. Got it to go off the glass, and boy, the Vikings needed that. Still a big lead for the Grizzlies here early, 13-4. They get it down to Baker. Kicks it out. And back-to-back silly turnovers by the Grizzlies. And Tony, this is very similar to the Frontenac game where Frontenac, despite those back-to-back turnovers by the Grizzlies, until then they'd been nearly perfect. And not a lot going right for the Vikings. And I think Parsons put up 30 points in the second quarter against Frontenac. Hopefully they don't get so far behind that they have to put up those kind of numbers again. Kendrick with it out top, guarded by Phillips. Over to Mack. Gets it down to Wheat. Wheat back out to Mack. Lost it. Ball is loose. Washington has it, and he scores. He is so strong down low. He gets his first basket. And the Vikings, with a little mini run of 4-0, have crept to within 7. Hudson Baker with it, puts it on the floor. Almost took steps. Eaton over to Vincent. Goes baseline, kicks it out for an open three. It's short, and Baker over the back. Hudson Baker picks up his first. So the Vikings walking the ball up floor, down 13-6. JJ Kendrick with it. Looking to drive. He's got a path, but then it's blocked. Nice defense by the Grizzlies. Eaton with it. Looking to drive himself. He loses it. Kicks it out to Phillips. Now back to Eaton in the corner. Down to the big man Baker. Had pretty good position, and then who did they get the foul on? Oh, the Vikings just caught a huge break.
What in the world just happened
there?
They
just caught a Hudson Baker can't believe it.
Trey Tullis slipped and fell into Hudson Baker's elbow.
Coach Argabright is asking for an explanation. He's not even mad. He's so confused. He can't be mad, and I'm just as confused. It was just a missed call by the official.
Yeah.
That is a tough break for Hudson Baker and the Grizzlies.
Tullis literally slipped and fell into Hudson Baker's arm, and I think they thought Baker, I think they thought he threw an elbow. They saw the end of it.
Wow.
Yeah, Mike's got a big break.
So Joe Page on the floor now for the Grizzlies. JJ Kendrick thought about a three. Now he needs help. Out top to Landon Wheat. He calls for a screen, doesn't get it. Then tried to get it down low to Washington, poked away. And second foul on Landon Wheat. So Wheat and Baker with 2 fouls in the first quarter.
Wow. Yeah, that's definitely not what we needed, was have Landon with 2 quick fouls.
2 free throws for Phillips. He has 5 points. Free throw is no good. He has one more coming. Second one on the way is good. So he leads the way for the Grizzlies with 6 points. They lead up 14-6. 3:20 to go in our opening quarter. Kendrick to Tullis. Now to Mack. Lost it. Tullis had it, then lost it. Here come the Grizzlies. Oh, do we have a traveling violation? We do. I didn't see it, but it's a traveling violation on the Grizzlies. Vikings to inbound across the way. They're down by 8, 14-6. Just over 3 minutes to go in our opening quarter. Jesse Jones to Kendrick. He's cut off on the baseline, out to Tullis. He looks to drive, gets blocked, gets it back, kicks it out. JJ lost it. Fast break opportunity for the Grizzlies, and laying it in at the other end is Griff Eaton. 10-point lead for the Grizzlies, 16-6, 2:40 to go in our opening quarter. Kendrick to Jesse. Jesse, tough shot, got it to go over the 6'5" Page. Jesse Jones gets his first basket. Vikes have 4 players with 2 points apiece, but it's the Grizzlies on top, 16-8. Phillips out top. On the left wing to Eaton. Being hounded by Mack. Back to Phillips. He's guarded by Kendrick. The freshman Quirin will check into the next opportunity for the Vikings. Grizzlies showing a lot of patience on this possession. They lead by 8, 2 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Vincent kicks it out. Page for 3. It's off the mark, no good. Rebounded by the Vikings. Look at the big man running the floor, and Washington lays it in.
Big play there.
Give the assist to J.J. Kendrick. 16-10, Vikes to within 6. And a silly turnover, but the Grizzlies get it back. A three-pointer, no good. And over the back.
Foul on Boyle.
Yep, Boyle over the back. So, a little bit of a momentum shift here. Why aren't... Okay, now Quirin's going to check in. He's going to replace, I didn't say who went to the bench. Washington, I believe.
Yep.
So Vikings down by 6. Minute and a half to go in quarter number 1. Jesse Jones, the point guard. Over to Mack in the corner. He's being hounded. Lost it, got it back, and wild shot won't go, but great hustle by Mack. Gets the offensive rebound. Quirin with it. Guarded by Page. Gets it to JJ. Nice drive. He scores. 4 points.
They're fighting back.
Yeah, that's great effort by the Vikings. They were down big. Now they're within 4, 16-12. Just under a minute to go in our opening quarter. Griff Eaton. Guarded by Mack. Picks up his dribble. Needs some help. There's a nice backdoor cut by Page. And he was blocked from behind. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. We'll get Tullis on the personal foul. Free throw goes down. Page will have one more. Second one, no good, and Quirin skies for the rebound. Come the Vikings down 5, 17-12. J.J. Kendrick. Backs it back out. Now to Mack. To Tullis for 3. Could not get the roll, and then a nice rebound by Phillips. 23 seconds to go. Little fast break basketball, but great defense by the Vikings. Now they're going to run. They have the numbers, and the layup goes down for J.J. Kendrick. 6 points for J.J. Now the Grizzlies with 10 seconds to go. Three-pointer by Eaton. No good. The Vikes have a chance here. 5 seconds to play. Jesse Jones gets around one man. His shot at the buzzer goes! Coach Arkabright can't believe it, but what a finish for the Vikings. They claw back It is a 1-point lead for the Grizzlies, 17-16. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Viking Basketball on B93.
Day & Zimmerman, one of the largest privately owned companies in the U.S. with operations across the country and internationally. We are comprised of multiple brands that put people to work, protect our freedoms, and improve the world. The Parsons, Kansas location has manufactured munitions for over 50 years for our country's warfighters. Day & Zimmerman has immediate openings for production operators starting at $18.02 an hour on our weekend crew. Work a 12-hour day shift Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and receive 40 hours of pay. We also offer competitive benefits. Apply today.
Nice finish to that first quarter for the Vikings. They were down double digits, and they get all the way back to within 1 point at 17-16. Buzzer beater by Jesse Jones. My scorebook looks like an old school scorebook. All 2-point baskets for the Vikings there in that first quarter, 8 of them to be exact. And the Vikings have possession to start the second quarter. They have a chance to grab their first lead of the game, and it looks like the Grizzlies are going to open up in a zone here in the second quarter. Kendrick trapped, now gets it to Washington, and he's fouled by the freshman who was just checked in, Keegan Bates. Vikings to throw it in, get it down low to Washington, and he scores off the glass, and the Vikings have the lead, their first lead of the night, 18-17 over the Grizzlies. 7:35 to go in the first half. Trey Benson out near half court. It's by Jesse, then a lob goes right through his teammates' hands, and it's a turnover. Quickly at the other end, JJ out of control, but missed the shot, but the freshman's going to get called for foul number 2, and 2 free throws coming for JJ Kendrick.
Vikings got a break there, Scott. We'll take it.
JJ's first free throw off the mark. 6'1" junior will have one more. 18-17 is your score. Vikes lead by 1. 7:25 to go in the first half. Kendrick's second free throw is perfect. 2-point lead for the Vikes. Bates, the freshman, walks it into the front court. Now to Vincent on the left wing, gets a screen. It's picked up by Tullis. Vincent directing traffic. Wants to go by Tullis, and he got blocked. Somehow Page got it, and then it's knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Grizzlies. That time I think maybe the Grizzlies caught a break on that one. Again, Landon Weed, Hudson Baker saddled with 2 early fouls. They're both on the bench. Grizzlies get it into Bates. Right back to Phillips now, out top to Vincent. 2-point lead for the Vikes, 6:54 to go in quarter number 2. Vincent gives it off to Boyle. Phillips, nice drive in the paint. Goes over everybody. Oh, he missed what was a relatively easy shot pulled out by Tullis. Jesse Jones with it. Gets around a couple of guys. Couldn't make it, but offensive board by Tullis out to Mack for 3, short. And rebounded by Phillips. Vincent quickly at the other end. His layup, no good. It looked like over the back. No call. Who's got it? Out of bounds. They're going to say it goes over to the Vikes. Hudson Baker with those 2 fouls checks back in for the Grizzlies, as does Griff Eaton. Vikes get the ball into the front court. Trey Mack out top. Grizzlies have gone back to a man-to-man. Jesse goes baseline, gets it to Washington, and the big man scores again off the glass.
Big time.
8 points for Washington. He's feeling it. Nice play by Jones as well. 4-point lead for the Vikes. 5:54 to go in the half. Oh, great drive, but the shot missed by Eaton. Grizzlies have missed some gimmies here in the second quarter. They didn't see Jesse in time. He misses the floater, though. Baker lost it. And then quick hands. They stole it from Jesse, but looks like the freshman Bates was on the baseline. Now with 2 fouls, Landon Wheat checks in, and Washington with a well-deserved break. Vikes having trouble getting it in. Finally do get it to Wheat. Goes up over Baker and scores. Nicely done by Landon Wheat. He gets his first basket. 6-point lead for the Vikes. They were down, what, Tony? 13-2 at one point.
Yeah, and then 16-6.
Grizzlies get it to Baker. About 12 feet from the basket. Nice drive. Oh, they just got Landon Wheat for his third foul.
Oh, ball. Wow. So 16.
No, wait a second. I don't think it was on Landon. I take that back.
It was.
They got Trey Mack.
We're on a 17-1 run, Scott.
Wow. Baker with 2 free throws. First one goes. Baker, who got those 2 early fouls, hasn't been on the floor much. That's his first point. It's the Grizzlies to within 5. Second one, in and out, no good. And the Vikes corralled a loose ball. Mack with it. Boy, nice move by Mack. His floater no good. Gets it back. Kicks it out to JJ. Kendrick finds Mack open in the corner. Gets around Page. Tough drive. Maybe been partially blocked by Baker. So the Grizzlies have it. Nearly throw it away. Phillips gets open for 3 and buries it. He's tough. Phillips with 9 points, and we have a timeout called by the Grizzlies with 4:46 to go in quarter number 2. It's just a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here at the gym. So now down to a 2-point lead for the Vikes. So again, another momentum shift, Tony, but still, the way this game started, the Vikes still have to feel pretty good with the 2-point lead.
Yeah, whenever they went down 16-6, I'm sitting there thinking we're going to get ran out of the gym. And then the Vikes go on a 17-1 run, and now the Grizzlies on a 4-0 run. So it's just kind of a little bit of back and forth. But if the Vikes can finish out this second quarter with a good quarter and take the lead into halftime, I like their chances.
You know, and if the Grizzlies are going to have Baker on Wheat, I would love to, and it looks like they might be in a zone. It's hard to tell until the Vikes get into the front court. I think it's going to be a 2-3 zone here by the Grizzlies, sure enough. So we'll see how the Vikings attack this. The big man Baker in the middle. Jesse Jones to Wheat, back out to Mack. JJ wanted the ball. He's going to launch the 3. No good. Offensive rebound by the Vikings. Jesse gets it back to Wheat. He'll try a 3. Couldn't get it.
Man.
So a couple of misses that time by the Vikes. Grizzlies can tie or take the lead on this trip. Eaton over to Page. It's guarded by Tullis. Now to Bates. 5'6" freshman. Having trouble getting ball, and then a bad pass. Stolen by Kendrick, and he lays it in. He's been outstanding for the Vikings here in the first half. He has 9 points. It's a 4-point lead for Parsons. 3:50 to go in the first half. Eaton just threw it away. Ball goes almost up into the balcony.
Second level, yeah.
Great start by the Grizzlies, but the wheels have kind of fallen off. Here about the last 7 or 8 minutes. They'll stay in a zone. Vikings with the ball in a 4-point lead. Skip pass to Jones, now to Landon Wheat. JJ Kendrick with it out top. To Mack on the right wing. They find Jesse in the paint. His quick floater goes! 6 points for Jesse Jones, and the Vikes go up by 6. 3:20 to play in the first half. Eaton with it. Washington will check into the next opportunity for the Vikes. Wheat has to be careful with those 2 fouls. Baker gets into him. Travel, I didn't see it.
We'll take it.
And now Wheat heads to the bench, replaced by Washington. 3:08 to go in the first half. Vikes with the ball and a 6-point lead.
The Vikes do have a 6-point lead, Scott, but we've had 4 offensive rebounds in the second quarter, and we didn't score on any of those.
Wow, that's hard to believe.
None of them. And we missed every one of those threes. We missed like 4 or 5 threes. I mean, if we knocked down 2 of those, we got 12. I mean,
some missed opportunities.
I mean, we've had so many missed opportunities. Like, I just feel like, you know, we have a 6-point lead, but I feel like we should have like a 10 to 12-point lead.
Yeah, and you know, and I agree with you, and it's funny that we're saying that though when you consider the Vikes fell behind 13-2 in the opening minutes.
Exactly.
But you're right, the Vikings, they've had this huge run for really the better part of a quarter now, and you're right, with some missed opportunities off those offensive boards, haven't been knocking down their threes. In fact, they haven't made any.
The only
tonight.
basket by Labette County is that off-balance three-pointer by
Phillips.
Xavier Phillips.
Yep.
And 1 free throw from Hudson Baker. That's the only points they've scored in this quarter.
Yeah, Vikes
and the Vikes have 1, 2, 3. They've had 5 more baskets.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I feel like they've had opportunities with those offensive rebounds. We've had second-chance opportunities. Just can't get them to go.
Yep, Vikes up by 6 despite being outscored 9-0 from behind the three-point line. Grizzlies are going to stay in that zone, maybe to try to keep Hudson Baker from picking up that third here in the first half. Jesse Jones is open on the left wing. They get it to him.
I'm surprised he didn't shoot that.
Tallest back to Jones. Now he'll launch. Off the mark, and that should have been a foul. They're going to give the Grizzlies the ball, which is the right call, but I'm surprised that Washington didn't pick up the foul. There was a lot of contact over there.
He was bulldozed over Boyle.
So Trey Vincent walking the ball up the court for the Grizzlies. Parsons leading this one 27-21, 2:38 to go in the first half. Baker, and now a quick foul on Washington. That is his first and the team's 5th. So team fouls even at 5 apiece. 2:35 to go in the first half. Vikings leading this one 27-21. They lob it out top. Eaton on the left wing, hands off to Phillips for a deep 3, and it's good. And he stares somebody down in the Viking student section. He has 12 points. He has half of the Grizzlies' offensive output. Jesse Jones to Washington. Just a 3-point lead now for the Vikes, 27-24. Grizzlies still in the 2-3 zone. Kendrick to Mack. Ball tipped away, it's a steal. Trey Vincent has it. Quickly up ahead to Baker. And the layup goes down at the other end. It's Phillips again. 14 points for Phillips. 1-point game. 27-26. Vikes on top. Minute 45 to go in the first half. Coach Hout shouting out instructions from the bench. Collis on the baseline. Back out to Jones. Now to Mack. They get it down to Washington. Couldn't get it, but a great offensive board and put back by J.J. Kendrick. He's in double figures here in the first half. 3-point lead for the Vikes. Down to a minute 20 to go in the second quarter. Eaton out at half court. Hands off to the man with the hot hand, Phillips. Now Vincent on the left wing. Gets it to Boyle. Eaton to Phillips. Almost took steps. Now he launches a 3. No good that time. And knocked out of bounds by Boyle. So finally a miss by Phillips, but he has been on fire for the Grizzlies. 14 points to lead all scores. Joe Page will check in at the next whistle. Minute to go in the first half. Vikes have the ball in a 3-point lead. Grizzlies stay in their zone. Skip pass to Jones to Washington. He's double teamed on the baseline. And it's a steal. Here come the Grizzlies. Phillips. Boy, then swatted out of bounds. I think that was Jesse Jones that skied high and blocked the attempted shot of Griff Eaton. Joe Page now replacing Hudson Baker. 40 seconds to go in the first half. Vikings lead this one 29-26. Joe Page for a 3 to tie. Way off the mark. And rebounded by Tullis. Here come the Vikings. 30 seconds to go in the half. Jesse Jones trying to make something happen. Oh, couldn't get the roll. Tough shooting roll for Jesse Jones. Ball lost out of bounds by Boyle. He's had a rough first half. So now the Vikes probably want to go for one. Right, hold for the final shot here. Landon Wheat checks in, replacing Tullis. Just make sure he doesn't get an offensive foul here in the final 23 seconds. J.J. Kendrick will walk it into the front court for the Vikes. Parsons leads by 3, 18 seconds to go. Clock on the move, down to 13 seconds. J.J. waiting patiently, 8 seconds. J.J. Kendrick, now he needs help with 5 seconds. Washington with it, triple teamed and a foul, but nobody's in the bonus yet. That'll be just the 6th team foul. Joe Page picks up his first. 2.3 seconds to work with for the Vikings. I'd either lob this to Landon Wheat or somehow try to get it into the hands of Jesse Jones. They get it to Jesse. Oh, he rushed his shot. It's an air ball. Boy, he had over 2 seconds to work with, Tony.
Yeah, he could have went all the way inside the 3 if he wanted. Yep.
So we have reached halftime with the Vikings leading at 29-26. Let's take a 3-minute commercial break, and then we'll be back with the Eye Care Associate halftime show. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93.
My name is Bria and I'm a pharmacist at Bowen Pharmacy. I'm here today to tell you about one of our patient programs, Meds to Beds. Bowen Pharmacy South is located in the medical office building at Labette Health. Our staff works closely with the doctors, nurses, and social care workers to ensure that your transition out of the hospital is an easier and more convenient experience for you and your loved ones. If you are having inpatient or outpatient surgery, we will get your medications directly from your doctor and deliver them right to your hospital bed. If you are having a baby, we will get your medications or anything else that you may need to get your family home without the hassle of making several stops along the way. Whether you're here for a few hours or a few days, we are here at Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South to help get you well without any interruption in transition of care. Just ask for Meds to Beds. At Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South, we are here for you today and we are here for you tomorrow.
And we are back live at Parsons High School, Harold C. Johnson Gymnasium. Time now for the Eye Care Associate halftime show. And Vikings, after falling behind 13-2, storm back and actually lead at halftime over the Grizzlies, 29-26. Let's run down the scoring totals from the first half. Xavier Phillips had a good night back in December against the Vikings, going for 14 points. He has already matched that total here in the first half. He leads all scorers with 14 points. Also in the scoring column for the Grizzlies, Vincent with 2, Eaton with 5, Hudson Baker with 1, Matthew Boyle with 3, and 1 point for Joe Page. Leading the way for the Vikings, J.J. Kendrick, the 6'1 junior, with 11 points, 8 points for Jamarion Washington, 2 points for Trey Mack, 6 points for Jesse Jones, and 2 points for Landon Wheat. And as far as foul trouble goes, Bates and Baker with 2 fouls for the Grizzlies. Landon Wheat 2 fouls for the Vikes. Tony, pretty entertaining first half, and I think we'll see even more entertaining second half.
I agree. 2 things stick out to me. First one is 0 3-pointers from the Vikings. They shot quite a few, 5 or 6. Most of them after an offensive rebound. But the other stat is I have 0 offensive rebounds for Labette County.
That's incredible.
I mean, I don't know, maybe I missed one, but I don't remember them ever getting any second chance opportunities.
Yeah,
in the early going, they were making everything.
Right.
And then after that, they just couldn't get anything to go. So, I mean, that doesn't surprise me, but the Vikings had 5 offensive rebounds in the second quarter alone, but only one of them resulted in points.
Yeah,
so,
and in a game like this where the teams are pretty evenly matched, I mean, you just hate to see that
even
many
if
missed
you get
opportunities.
half of those, I mean, we're up by 6 or 7 instead of 3. But, I mean, we're in a good spot here. I feel like if we have a good third quarter, I think we can we got a good chance here because they're almost down to. I mean, Griff Eaton started out right off the bat with a couple quick baskets.
Right.
Had a quick 3 and then a 2. But other than Phillips, nobody's really scoring for him.
Yeah, he was definitely their go-to guy. 14 of their 26. So, and he had 9 of his points from behind the 3-point line, and all you can do is hope that he cools off in the second half. Joe Page, he's an outstanding shooter, but he just had the 1 free throw, so
it balances out.
Yeah, it balances out, and we'll just see how the Vikings. They fought really hard to come back. They had to do it against Frontenac. Now they had to do it tonight against the Grizzlies. And, Coach Houck, I know, has been preaching to them all year. This is the kind of effort that this group has to have night in and night out. Because there aren't very many teams in the SEK that Parsons can just go in and blow them out.
No,
we're
not a team to do that.
So they just have to show a lot of grit and just keep fighting, and just we have 16 minutes away from getting back to 500.
We haven't seen that long 3-pointer from Jesse at the top of the key because he seems like every game he has one, just like almost an NBA 3. Just as he dribbles down the court, sees nobody's coming up on him, and he just nails it. And I can't remember very few games that he hasn't done that. I look for him to hit a 3 here in the second half.
I thought once they went to a zone that Jesse would hit at least 1 3.
Well, he was open this one time that I thought he should have taken it, and then he threw it in, and then it came back out to him, and he shot and he missed it. So I don't know. I don't know if he's second guessing himself or what.
Right.
But another thing is Jagger Quern came in and played a good minute and a half there in the first quarter, at the end of the first quarter, and then he didn't come in and play in the second quarter. But I look for, as this game wears on, and Quern had a good JV game. He knocked down a couple of threes and played hard, had a lot of good rebounds. And, I wouldn't be surprised if they go to the bench to him at some point if Wheat and Washington get winded, as the game progresses. We'll see how that plays out.
Once again, your halftime score, Parsons 29, Grizzlies 26. Let's step away for another 1-minute break. We'll be back with the second half. You're listening to Viking Basketball on B93.
With many years of combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the 4-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye care.
Back live at Parsons High School. Grizzlies turn it over on their first possession as we get going here in the second half. Parsons leading at 29-26. J.J. Kendrick, a great first half for the Vikings with 11 points. He didn't look to score a lot the first part of this season. He's going to probably have to be more involved on the offensive end the rest of the way for the Vikes. Lost out of bounds by Mack. They're going to let the Vikings keep it. I didn't see who touched it last.
Boyle touched it going out of bounds.
So Trey Mack. Now it's going to be J.J. Kendrick to throw it in from the baseline. Gets it into Washington. He launches a three. Good! Jamarion Washington in double figures with 11. He's having a great night for the Vikes. They lead by 6 from the baseline. Jump shot, rounded off, no good. Kendrick has it for the Vikes. Vikings trying to go up tempo. He thought about a three. Landon Wheat back out to Kendrick. He wants a screen. Still calling for a screen. He doesn't get one. Guarded out top by Phillips. Vikings with their biggest lead of the night. Tried to get it to Wheat, knocked away, but the Vikes still have it. JJ to the left side. Working on Phillips. His double team gets it to Washington. No, it gets to Jesse. And he's blocked by Baker. Boy, somehow the Grizzlies almost lost it, but they get it back. Vincent with it. In the corner to Eaton. Right back to Vincent. 6:25 to go in the third quarter. Vikes leading by 6. Baker from the free throw line. Got it. That's his first field goal. Give him 3 points. Oh, they slow to get back. And then Landon Wheat went hard to the basket, and it was blocked out of bounds, I believe, by Baker. You won't see Landon get blocked very often.
And then there's no way that 2 people going at Landon, one of them doesn't foul him.
I agree. Vikes get it out top to Washington, and then he lost it. Just lost the handle on the ball. The other end, Baker with an easy layup. So all of a sudden it's a 2-point game. Vikes leading 32-30. J.J. Kendrick out top. It's around his man. And then blocked again by Baker. You know, when you got a big guy like that, you don't want to go away from him, Tony. You want to get into their body.
Yep.
Lob into Wheat and battle for the ball. I think Baker came up with the loose ball, and a man wide open at the other end, and a dunk for Phillips. All the momentum with the Grizzlies now. We're tied at 32. J.J. Kendrick, a couple guys in the air. Another steal by Phillips. Coach Houck's going to need a timeout as the layup goes down. 18 points for Phillips. 8-0 run by the Grizzlies. Surprised Coach Houck isn't going with a timeout here. Near steal. It is a steal. Vincent has it. Oh, he almost hung that ball on his hip. Could have been a traveling violation. 8-0 run for the Grizzlies. They're up by 2. Long 2 by Vincent. No good. Rebounded by Kendrick. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Landon Wheat goes baseline. Blocked again by, boy, 2 guys went right at him, Tony, and still no call. Joe Page into the lineup, replacing Phillips, who's had an outstanding night for the Grizzlies, leading all scorers with 18. For the first time tonight, Demias Johnson checks in for the Vikings, replacing Washington. He's been outstanding. He has 11 points on the night. Johnson gets it into Mack in the corner. 2-point lead right now for the Grizzlies. They're on an 8-0 run. Tough shot from the baseline. Doesn't go for Jesse Jones. Vincent ahead to Page. A quick 3. Off the mark. Rebounded by Mack. Trey Mack knocked out of bounds by Eaton, and he's hurt. May have twisted his ankle. Coach Houck trying to call his team together. What do you think, Tony? I thought Coach Houck would have gone with a timeout by now, and he's kind of wanting his team to play through this.
I really thought he would too, but he's letting them play it out.
Trey Mack to Wheat. Goes up. Oh, he missed it.
Wow.
Best look Landon had for a while.
They're letting a lot of contact go.
So 2-point lead for the Grizzlies. Page tries another 3. Can't get the roll, but there's Baker, who's been big here in the third quarter, and he scores off the glass. Make it a 10-0 run for the Grizzlies at 36-32. Still no timeout by the Vikes. Spin move, shot no good, and pulled out by Baker. Seems like he's getting every loose ball. Bates with it. Reverse layup goes down for Boyle, and still no timeout by the Vikings. It's a 12-0 run by the Grizzlies from down 6 to up 6, and then finally a foul out at half court on Bates, his third. This is unusual for Coach Houck. He usually doesn't let big runs like this happen. Now Phillips back on the floor.
Now he's calling timeout.
And we do have a timeout on the floor. 12-0 run by the Grizzlies. They lead at 38-32. We'll take advantage of a break in the action to thank some of our sponsors. We want to say thank you to Lebec Community College, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Clemens Insurance Agency, Labette Health, Woodworth Enterprises, Herman Lumber, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Commercial Bank, Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Drs. Newland, Gilmore, and Ray, Labette Bank, and also Bartlett Co-op bringing you Viking basketball. And, you know, Tony, the Vikes certainly still in it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you're only down 6 with 3:48 to go in the third quarter. But, man, the Vikes really were in a good spot. And then, man, it has turned very quickly. A 12-0 run by the Grizzlies. I hope Landon Wheat stays aggressive. He hasn't really been able to get it going yet. But, you know, Washington's not on the floor. So for the most part, Landon Wheat is your best option down in the paint.
Yep.
Vikes get it into Jones. Working on the freshman, gets around him and scores off the glass. Nice job by Jesse kind of recognizing that mismatch. Much needed basket for the Vikes. Halts that 12-0 run. Baker on Johnson. I was hoping they were going to get him for shuffling his feet, but instead they got the foul on Demias Johnson. And Baker, who's a good free throw shooter, will go to the line to shoot 2. He's 1 out of 2 from the line tonight, has 7 points. 6 of those here in the third quarter. 6'7" junior. Puts up the first free throw. That one's short. Matthew Boyle, 6'3" senior, checks in for Page. No, take that back. Page still on the floor. Second free throw by Baker. Off the mark, no good. He missed them both. Jesse quickly into the front court. Little floater goes down. Jesse Jones, the senior leader, getting the Vikes back in this thing. He's in double digits with 10. 2-point game. 38-36. Grizzlies on top. I think they tried to do a pick and roll, and it's taken away by Wheat. And then he lost it. Here comes Joe Page. Pulls up. He can't get it to go. Johnson, quick outlet to Landon Wheat, and he just lays it in. He could have stuffed it, but he just put it in off the glass, and we are tied. 38 points apiece, 2:50 to go in the third quarter. Washington and Kendrick will check into the next whistle for the Vikes. Vincent guarded by Jones. That's a great matchup. And it's Phillips who has had the hot hand all night for the Grizzlies. Down to get down to Baker. Reverse layup goes down. He's been big here in the second half. Saddled with those 2 early fouls back in the first quarter. He's come to life, and it's a 2-point lead for the Grizzlies. 2:20 to go here in the third quarter. Landon Wheat pulls up from about 16. Couldn't get the roll, pulled out by Page. Here come the Grizzlies with the ball and a 2-point lead. Phillips with it to Boyle. Hands off to Phillips, fakes a 3. Now back to Boyle, down to the big man Baker. Goes baseline, kicks it out to Page. For a 3, he got it. Joe Page knocks it down. We have a timeout on the floor. Grizzlies lead this one 43-38, minute 58 to go in the third quarter. And while we have a break in the action, I'll go and say thank you to the rest of our sponsors. We want to say thank you to Labette Center for Mental Health Services, Community National Bank, Tank Connection, Wood Insurance Center, Strategic Partners, Roy's Auto Service, Bowen Pharmacy, Parsons Educational Foundation, Parsons District Schools, Day and Zimmerman, SEK Orthopedic, and also Snyder Lawn Mowing Service, bringing you Viking basketball. So, Tony, I think at the last time out, the Vikes were down 6. They got it tied, and then now another nice little mini run here by the Grizzlies. They push it back out to a 5-point lead, and Vikings, they're just going to have to keep battling. And
Connor Barkus in for the first time.
Yep, Connor Barkus, a sophomore on the floor, along with Matt, Kendrick, Tullis, and Washington. So where's the offense going to come from here? You think J.J. Kendrick or Washington? There is Washington at the right elbow. Nowhere to go. Cutter is Kendrick. Double teamed, and he's fouled, and will go to the line to shoot 2. Coach Argabright wanted to travel. He didn't get the call. Joe Page picks up his second. 43-38 is your score. Grizzlies by 5. Minute 42 to go in the third quarter. J.J. Kendrick cannot get the roll on the first free throw. He's now 1 out of 3 from the line. He had 11 points in the first half for the Vikings, looking for his first point here in the second half. The junior puts it up, and it's good. 43-39, Grizzlies by 4. Minute 40 to go in the third quarter. Vincent walks the ball into the front court, picked up by Mack. Hudson Baker out top, guarded by Washington. Hands off to Boyle. Guarded by Barkus, the sophomore. Page couldn't get the three-pointer off. Great defense by Tullis. Cutter to the basket, and putting it in is Hudson Baker. He has 10 points in the third quarter. 6-point lead for the Grizzlies. Mack almost tied up. Now Barkus has it. Trying to get rid of it. Gets it to Mack. Down low to Washington. Went right through his hands. Grizzlies have it. They have numbers going the other way. Lob play. They went for the dunk. Couldn't get it. JJ will pull it up. Probably a wise decision. Washington out to Kendrick. Barkus will launch it 3. No good, and rebounded on the weak side by Boyle. So it's a 6-point lead for the Grizzlies at 45-39. 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. Tony, Landon Wheat's going to need to come up big for the Vikes in quarter number 4. They will really need him on both ends of the floor.
The girls were down by 6 going into the fourth quarter. Came back and won. Hopefully the boys can do the same.
Grizzlies trying to hold for the last shot. 12 seconds to go. Baker calls for it at the free throw line. Finds Vincent cutting out to Page for a wide open 3. And he got the roll. That's a big shot. Long shot at the buzzer. Off the back iron and no good. And we have reached the end of quarter number 3 with the score. Grizzlies 48, Parsons 39. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Viking Basketball on B93.
Labette Community College is meeting the need for an increased demand in qualified radiographers. Our radiography students will train on the latest technology in a hospital simulation environment.
I wanted to be able to go into a career where I could help people. And if you're going to go into that field in this part of the four-state area, LCC is the only place to come.
Tuition is nearly half the cost of universities. Scholarship and financial aid available for those who qualify. Text radiography to 620-293-6671 for more information or visit labette.edu.
And we are back live. Parsons High School. Vikes have some work to do. Nice run by the Grizzlies. They were down by 6 early in the third quarter, and they go into the fourth quarter leading by 9. They outscored the Vikings by 15. The last half of the quarter, they put up 22 points in that third quarter. The Vikings only put up 10. And the Vikings will have the first possession. They get it into Jesse Jones. Vikings with work to do, down 9 points. Jesse Jones with a jump shot from 15, got the roll. Vikings needed that in a big way. 12 points for the senior, 48-41, 7-point lead for the Grizzlies. Vincent gets around everybody, left-handed layup goes down. He doesn't score a lot, but he's a good ball player. He has 4 points. Quickly at the other end, shot off the glass, goes down for the big guy, Landon Wheat. He now has 4 points on the night. Vikes back to within 7 at 50-43, so Vikings have to do the work on both ends. They've got to score well, but they've got to get stops on the defensive end. Vincent driving again, blocked but fouled by Washington. 2 free throws coming. Washington's second personal. No serious foul trouble for either team. Keegan Bates, the 5'6" freshman for the Grizzlies, has 3. Vincent's free throw is good. 5'11" senior now has 5 points. 8-point lead for the Grizzlies at 51-43. Second free throw, got the roll. Quirin on the floor for the Vikings. Into Kendrick, picked up by Phillips. He leads all scorers with 18. Jones lost it. Went right. He says he got fouled. Vincent drives again. This time he's blocked. And the Vikes couldn't corral the loose ball. Page has it. Phillips for 3. Good. They had a timeout on the floor. Phillips with 21 points. And the Grizzlies back to a double-digit lead at 55-43. You know, Tony, they led 13-2. The Vikings came back to lead at halftime and actually led by 6 in the third quarter. Boy, but the Grizzlies have just taken over. And now I think the Vikings have enough in the tank, but it is going to be a tough uphill battle the rest of the way.
Yep, I agree. It's just they've been knocking down every single shot they take. And that's tough. That's tough to overcome. Whenever you're fighting an uphill battle.
Trying to do a quick count. I count 7 3-pointers for Labette County, only 1 for the Vikings, and it was knocked down by Washington of all people. So that's an 18-point differential from behind the 3-point line, hence the 12-point deficit for the Vikes.
Yeah, Phillips has 4, Page has 2 threes, and Eaton has 1 3.
So that's essentially been the difference in this game. 21-3 advantage for the Grizzlies from behind the 3-point line. Vikings aren't out of it yet, though. Like I said, nobody in foul trouble, and the Vikings, they're not a real explosive team, but they have enough guys that can score that they can get back in this thing. There's still plenty of time. 6:45 to go as Kendrick gets it into the front court. Gives it off to Mack. Mack to Kendrick. In the corner to Quirin, the freshman, partially blocked, and it's going to go over to the Grizzlies. Joe Page got his hand on it, blocked the shot, but then it was touched last by Quirin. Vincent pulls up at the free throw line, off to Boyle, back to Vincent on the right wing, into Baker. Nice move, can't get the roll, tip try no good. And it goes out of bounds off the Vikes. Everything going in favor of the Grizzlies right now. 6:19 to play in the game. Grizzlies by 12. They lob it in out top to Baker. Now they get it in to Page off the glass. He scores over Landon Wheat. Joe Page had a quiet first half, but now he has 9 points, 8 here in the second half. Biggest lead of the night for the Grizzlies at 57-43. Three-pointer by Wheat is good. So Wheat and Washington have the two made three-pointers tonight for the Vikings. 57-46. Baker looking to make a move. Kicks it out instead to Phillips. He almost took steps, no call. Baker working on Washington, backs him down. Boy, that could have been a foul. He put his shoulder right into him. But another easy basket for Baker. Landon Wheat with it. Vikes down 13. 5:22 to go. Nice drive and scoring off the glass is J.J. Kendrick. He has been outstanding tonight for the Vikes. He has 14. The other end, a blocked shot by Landon Wheat, but they're going to say that he fouled him, and he probably did, but that's got to be frustrating for Landon, though, because I feel like he's gotten hacked a couple of times and didn't get the call.
Yeah, it's definitely been one-sided on those calls.
So that's his third personal. Hudson Baker with 2 free throws. 59-48. It's an 11-point lead for the Grizzlies. 5:13 to play in our ball game. Baker's first free throw is good. Baker now has 14 points, 13 of those coming here in the second half. Washington Queer and head to the Viking bench. And Jesse Jones, Demias Johnson checking in for the Vikes. 6'7" junior. Puts up his second free throw. Got them both. Back to a 12-point lead for the Grizzlies, 60-48. Just over 5 minutes to go in the game. Wheat's going to try another three. Got it to go. Landon Wheat.
We just need him to start shooting threes, I guess.
He's in double figures with 10. It's a 10-point lead at 61-51. I thought it was only a 12-point deficit. Must have missed a point somewhere. They give it to Wheat, and he's fouled it. He scores. Landon Wheat with a huge fourth quarter. He has 10 points, and we haven't even played half the quarter yet.
Well, you said he needed to have a big fourth quarter. He heard you.
Yeah, he's stepping up big time. 8-point deficit. Make it 7 as he knocks down the free throw. The Vikes were down, by 14 at one point. They've already sliced that deficit in half. 61-54, 7-point lead for the Grizzlies. Phillips to Boyle at the top of the key, guarded by Jones. They're trying to get it into Baker, couldn't get it to him. Phillips to Page. Page looking to drive, almost took steps. Now they get it to Baker. He's double teamed. Splits the double team, missed it. Here come the Vikes with a chance to inch a little bit closer. Trey Mack in the corner to JJ. Three-pointer. Good! JJ Kendrick knocks it down. All of a sudden, this is a 4-point ball game with 4 minutes to go. Washington will check in at the next whistle for the Vikes. A lot of fight being shown by the Vikings here in the fourth quarter. Baker at the top of the key. 4-point lead for the Grizzlies. He took steps. It's a turnover. Washington checks in for the Vikes. Eaton checks in for the Grizzlies. How about these comeback kids, Tony?
Unbelievable. I'd like to see a basket here to inch even closer.
Jesse Jones. You always feel good when the ball's in his hands. 3:35 to go in our game. Vikes down by 4. Jesse out top to Kendrick. Has it poked away. Vikes run it down in the backcourt. Jesse Jones to Washington. He wants a three. Short. And Phillips comes away with it. Up ahead to Baker. He took steps, I thought. And then he's fouled. Got hit in the face, I think. I sure thought he took steps. But I certainly hope he's okay. He's down on the floor. I didn't see who committed the foul. And I didn't even see the foul. I mean, it was definitely a foul, don't get me wrong. They're going to get Jesse Jones with his first.
Jesse just jumped in the air, and I think Jesse's knee hit him in the face, is what it looked like to me.
So he may have even done a pump fake or something.
I think
Jesse went
I think that's what it was.
Certainly hope that Mr. Hudson Baker is okay. He's got his bell rung, and he's going to slowly walk off the court under his own power, so that's good to see. 61-57 after trailing by 14 here in the fourth quarter. The Vikes have got this thing down to a 4-point deficit. Grizzlies to inbound, and a nice play off the inbound. A layup goes down for Vincent. Back to a 6-point lead for the Grizzlies. Just over 3 minutes to play in our ball game. Jesse Jones over to Wheat. Back to Jones. There's that long three. Nope, he didn't take it. Man-to-man being played by the Grizzlies. Washington off the glass, couldn't get it to go. Had a huge first half and a little bit more quiet here in the second. 6-point lead for the Grizzlies, 2:45 to go in our game. Vikes are going to have to really tighten things up. Vincent gets around his man. Boyle lays it in off the glass. Back to an 8-point lead for the Grizzlies. Jesse Jones, floater, blocked, but he'll go to the line to shoot two. So that's good for the Vikings, chance to score with that clock not moving. Jones has 12 points on the night. This is his first trip to the free throw line. 5'9" senior. First one on the way is good. Kendrick back into the lineup for the Vikes, replacing Trey Tullis. 2:32 to go in our game. 65-58, 7-point lead for the Grizzlies. Second free throw is too hard, no good, but the Vikes get it back. Jesse gets around a couple of guys, and that'll be goaltending. Ball was coming off the backboard when it got blocked, so count the basket. 65-60. Grizzlies by 5, 2:28 to go. Hudson Baker must be doing okay. He's going to get back out on the floor for LCHS. Boy, these two teams have been going at it since the opening tip. Vikes with a little full court press. Now they're going to back off. 5-point lead for the Grizzlies. They have the ball. 2:22 to play in our game. Eaton with it. Guarded by Mack. Hands it off to Phillips. Gets it screen out top. Now to Vincent. Grizzlies being patient. They have the ball in that 5-point lead. They find Baker on the baseline. Oh, again he lowered his shoulder. I don't understand that. I just don't because that's at least twice, Tony, maybe 3 times, where he has totally and obviously lowered his shoulder into the chest of the defender, and that's exactly what Coach Houck is talking to Mr. Ganaway about at the scorer's table. They got J.J. Kendrick with the personal. I'll say this, Tony, they've been consistent with it, but they've been consistently wrong, because that should be 100% of the time. That's a charge.
Every time Landon Wheat's done that this year, they've called it.
And now what do we have?
They're just going to say it was on the floor.
They're going to say it was on the floor. So 2:02 to play in our game. Grizzlies have the ball inbounding underneath their own basket. They lead at 65-60. Way out top to Vincent. Neither team in the bonus yet. Vincent looking to drive. Tough shot. Now that was a foul on Washington. 2 free throws coming for the senior. Washington picks up his 3rd and the team's 6th. Vincent 2 out of 2. Make it 3 out of 3 as he gets the roll. This will be a big one coming up. This will make it a 3-possession game. 66-60, Grizzlies on top. Second free throw, spins off, no good. Rebounded by Wheat. Up ahead to Jones. Jesse looks to drive, nobody picks him up, and he scores, and he's fouled by Baker. That is 5'9" over 6'7", Tony, and that's not the first time this year he has been able to do that. Baker's 3rd. Boyle replacing Page. Boy, what a play by Jesse Jones. Labette County was pretty slow on their defensive rotation. Jesse's free throw is good. And we have a timeout on the floor, 66-63. Vikes down by 3, minute 50 to go in our game. Let's take just a 30-second break. You're listening to Viking Basketball on B93.
At Labette Health, we've earned our place as a top 100 hospital in the nation for joint replacement. Serving a 6-county area since 1961, Labette Health has also earned national recognition as a respected regional medical center renowned for its comprehensive healthcare services and commitment to high-quality patient care. With over 80 physicians and providers throughout Southeast Kansas, Labette Health is 100% devoted to medical excellence. For more information or to find a provider near you, call 620-421-4881 or visit labettehealth.com.
We're back live at Parsons High School, in for a great finish. Vikes have put up 24 points here in the fourth quarter, and we still have a minute 50 to play, but they still trail Labette County by 3. The Grizzlies have put up 18 points here in the quarter. Grizzlies led by 9 at the end of the third period. Vikes will pick up full court. Phillips to throw it in for the Grizzlies. Gets it into Eaton, and he runs the ball into the front court. He slows things up. Phillips goes baseline to Baker. Off the glass with the left hand, he scores. He's just too big down there at 6'7". 5-point lead for the Grizzlies. Mack with it to Weed. He's hit a couple of threes here in the fourth quarter. Vikes down by 5, minute 25 to go. They don't have to panic here, but they need to be aware of the score and the clock. Jesse Jones thought about a step-back 3. Now he hesitates, shoots it, and scores. Nothing but net for Jesse Jones. Down to a 2-point game, 68-66. Grizzlies by 2. Minute to go in our game. Vincent to Baker. Grizzlies are in the 1-and-1. Wide open 3, short. The Vikes have it. Quickly up the floor, Landon Wheat to Mack. To Jesse Jones. Wheat, a 3 for the lead. Got it! Landon Wheat puts the Vikes in front, 69-68 with 38 seconds to go. And a traveling violation, and they missed it. Shot at the other end goes down. I can't believe they didn't call it. And a timeout. It looked like he totally moved his pivot foot, and they didn't call the traveling violation.
With many years of combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the 4-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye care.
We thought was an obvious travel. 30 seconds to go. Vikes we're down by 14 in the fourth quarter, Tony.
Yep.
The three-pointer, his third three-pointer of the quarter by Landon Wheat, gave the Vikings a 1-point lead. And then Hudson Baker, who has been absolutely outstanding in the second half for the Grizzlies, just dominating in the paint, got a basket to go. And the Grizzlies regain the lead at 70-69. So 30 seconds to play. You know, if the game was tied, you could see the Vikings maybe trying to run the clock down and go for the win. And if they don't make it, overtime. But when you're behind by 1, you just got to go. You just got to go. Run your offense. Landon Wheat's had the hot hand. I'd also like to see Jesse Jones have a touch. Here we go. J.J. Kendrick gets it into the front court, 24 seconds. Jim is extremely loud, as you can hear. JJ needs help. Hands off to Jones with 15 seconds. Vikes don't want to wait too long here. Jesse Jones looks to make a move. Gets it to Landon Wheat down low. He scored! Vikes by 1, 7 seconds to play. No timeout. Ball poked away. 2 seconds. Three-pointer for the win.
no good! The Vikings have done it! The Vikings win it 71-70! What a game! What a comeback by the Vikings! The Parsons Vikings, and the court is being stormed by the student body. What a comeback by the Vikings. They come back from a 14-point deficit, and they knock off the Grizzlies 71-70. Let's take a 2-minute timeout, and we will be back with the Bowen Pharmacy postgame show. You're listening to Viking basketball on V93.
Bowen Pharmacy supports the Parsons Vikings here, and here, and here. It's our goal to keep you covered. At Bowen Pharmacy, we give no excuses for you not to make it to the game. And it's always a great day to be a Viking.
Labette Community College is meeting the need for an increased demand in qualified radiographers. Our radiography students will train on the latest technology in a hospital simulation environment.
I wanted to be able to go into a career where I could help people. And if you're going to go into that field in this part of the four-state area, LCC is the only place to come.
Tuition is nearly half the cost of universities. Scholarship and financial aid available for those who qualify. Text radiography to 620-293-6671 for more information or visit labette.edu.
At Labette Health, we've earned our place as a top 100 hospital in the nation for joint replacement. Serving a 6-county area since 1961, Labette Health has also earned national recognition as a respected regional medical center renowned for its comprehensive healthcare services and commitment to high-quality patient care. With over 80 physicians and providers throughout southeast Kansas, Labette Health is 100% devoted to medical excellence. For more information or to find a provider near you, call 620-421-4881 or visit labettehealth.com.
Well, welcome back, everybody, to Parsons High School, and talk about an exciting night for Viking fans as they knock off the Grizzlies 71-70. They trailed by 14 at one point in the fourth quarter. Tony, I said it was going to have to be Landon Wheat to lead the Vikings. I didn't expect him to knock down 3 3-pointers. What was it, 16 points in the fourth quarter for Landon Wheat. He ends up with 20 points tonight. 21 was the leading scorer. Jesse Jones, J.J. Kendrick, huge night with 17. 11 for Jamarion Washington. He was huge in the first half. 2 points tonight for Trey Mack. Leading the way for the Grizzlies, Phillips with 21. Hudson Baker was huge in the second half. He finished with 19. 9 points for Vincent, 5 points for Eaton, 7 points for Boyle, 9 points for Joe Page. Couple of great fourth quarter comebacks, Lady Vikes and Viking boys.
32 in the fourth quarter.
You know, and they put up 30 against Frontenac, so they know they can do it.
Yeah.
And it's what Coach Houck, you're not going to score 30 every quarter. You know, we understand that. But Coach Houck has just been preaching and pleading, with his kids, saying, hey, we have the pieces.
Yeah.
We can win a lot of basketball games, but you have to fight for it. And, boy, the Vikings fought hard all night long, down 13-2, Tony, and then came back to lead at halftime, and then the wheels fell off late third quarter, early fourth quarter. And, it was the Landon Wheat show and the Jesse Jones show. They just went off in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
So we are joined now by, I'm sure, a very jubilant Viking head coach, Anthony Houck. Coach, congratulations on such an exciting win for your team. 71-70. You guys were down 14 in the fourth quarter. And before that quarter started, Tony and I were saying, it's got to be Landon Wheat time. Landon Wheat's got to get going on both ends of the floor, especially on the offensive end. 16 points for your 6'4 junior, and then also, of course, your 5'9 senior, Jesse Jones, as well. You guys, I know you lost one of your guards earlier, this week, and I just can't say enough about how impressed I am with your team's comeback. How did you guys do it? Coach is out of breath.
They kind of leave me at loss for words, you know what I mean? I want to be truthful, and suffering produces perseverance.
Yes, it does.
Perseverance produces character. Yeah. We keep telling them we don't want just good basketball players. We want men of character, and that's what we've been preaching at these guys. Do the right thing, say the right thing, act the right way. You know what I mean? And man, they persevered tonight. They never quit. They let me coach them hard. They got down. They fought. We finally played a game. I'm going to tell you two things. We finally played a game for 4 quarters and fought, and we finally played a game at full strength.
Yeah.
We played a game at full strength.
Yeah.
Every single body on our bench was bought in, and they were healthy. And that's what I'm, and then, I just love the fact that, I drew up a little play there. They took it away. They took the middle away. But I told them, hey, run the play that it looks like this, but don't finish the play. Go hand it off to Jesse. And I said, Jesse, go play basketball. Well, they took the play away. Good job on them. Still got Jesse the ball. Boom. Yep. He made a play. I mean, kudos to him. Senior, last time you ever played that rival team on this court, and he gives it up for the last shot. Man, it just makes me so proud.
You always feel good when Jesse has the ball at crunch time because he's going to make something good happen either for himself or for a teammate. And, in credit, Labette County, Hudson Baker had a huge second half.
Man.
And Phillips had a big night, especially in the first half. And, it was just back and forth action. I never felt like you guys were out of it, but down 14, it was getting close.
How much were we down in the fourth quarter?
14. We were down 14 in the fourth quarter. It was rough.
Here's Coach Snyder on the bench. She said, Coach, you tell them we aren't out of it.
Yeah.
And, down 14 in the fourth quarter, 5-6 minutes left. She said, Coach, tell them we're not out of it.
That's when Landon hit those two threes.
Yes.
Yeah,
and we ran that set play for Jesse to get that 3. They closed him hard. He faked it. Boom. They flew by, and he stuck that. So, hey, our guys executed some things in the second half that we didn't execute in the first quarter.
Exactly.
And but man, I do have to. I told Coach Argerbright and I talked after the game. That's what a league rival game should be like.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's a good basketball team. Both of these teams right here, good basketball teams, and hey, what are we 8? We're 8-8. Yeah, we're 8-8. I think they're 8-7 maybe, but there ain't none of them top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that want to see us.
Right. Yeah.
Neither one of our teams. We're gonna go make some noise. So.
You guys going into the fourth quarter, you guys had been outscored behind the 3-point line, 21-3. That was essentially the difference in the game at that point. And then I did not expect Landon to knock down 3 threes. I know he can shoot it from out there if he's open.
Yeah.
But he knocked down 3 threes. You mentioned the one by Jesse. J.J. Kendrick, you talked about him, how unselfish he is, and Tony and I talked about it.
Big tonight.
We were like, he is so unselfish.
Yeah.
But now you lost a score. We need JJ to step up and not be quite so unselfish.
Right.
And he was huge. 17 points, probably a career high,
Big time.
I would assume, for him. So
he's patient, and the other thing about him, he had a few turnovers, just over dribbling a little bit. I'm able to bring him out and say, hey, you're over dribbling too much. Simplify some things. Next thing you know, he gets a back cut layup. Just he's he doesn't get in his own head. He don't get pouty. He just keeps playing.
Right, yeah,
and that's what we got to do. That's what we got to do. So
you said you don't want none of the top teams want to see you guys. You're going to see one of the best. On Friday, Pittsburgh coming to town.
Yeah, that's right.
So I hope you guys can ride this momentum and get another win.
Like I said, we're full strength. We played a 4-quarter game tonight.
Yep.
That's all I can ask. That's all we can ask of this team. Give us 4 quarters. Give us 4 quarters against Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's proven that they can shut down English.
Right.
And credit Mason English. He is a elite scorer.
Yeah, he's tough.
But, I believe that, if we can get in our transition and score in our transition, that can be a good weapon for us as well. So,
Well, Coach, that's one of the funnest games we've had in a long time, and we've had a lot of good games.
And how about, we didn't even talk about it, but how about 2 sophomores and Connor Barkus, Demias Johnson come in getting big minutes.
Some minutes.
Jagger Queer comes in, gets some big minutes,
Yep.
gets a big rebound for us, just loving this team right now. And I told him a long time ago when we were 1-5, I said, we are not going to end this season the way we started, and that's the plan. That's the plan. So.
Yep. Great job,
appreciate
Coach.
you guys.
And
Man, and how fun was it playing in the full gym?
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah,
I love
loud.
the live stream, but sometimes I wish we could get rid of it, fill this sucker
fill the
again.
gym up.
But hey,
I
know we got a few home games here, and I'm just gonna beg the community to, I know it's fun. I've done it in football season. It's fun to sit at home and watch these things, but man, these kids would love to have you. These last few games.
Yeah.
It's going to be homecoming Friday, so let's fill this sucker and have some fun.
Amen. Sounds good. Thanks, Coach. Head coach Anthony Houck of the victorious Parsons Vikings. Again, they win it just in thrilling fashion, 71-70 over the Grizzlies. Late basket by Landon Wheat to win it. And in the girls' game, the Lady Vikings came from behind to get the victory over the Lady Grizzlies. So that's going to wrap it up for the Bowen Pharmacy post-game show. And for Karen back in the studio and for Tony and Drew Fuentes, this is Scott Marlowe saying thanks for listening and good night from Parsons High School.